What's up, gamers? Guys, sorry for being gone so long. Yeah, sorry about that delay. You're an hour late to the stream today. How you guys doing? Welcome back. I'm back in my room. We're back to normal. I thank you to all the people who are like, you should rest up, you should rest up. It's okay, because I don't need it. No, I will rest, but I did want to do a stream where we got to speak a little bit about the cycle, because I don't know when I'll have time to in the near future, and I thought, fuck it, I have 3 hours. Audio delay? You gotta be kidding me. What the heck? How do we have an audio delay? Oh my god. What? How bad's the delay? How bad is it? Is it bad? Like 2 seconds? What the heck? Okay, is it any better now? Oh my god, we come back and I have stream problems? You can't make this shit up. How is that possible? Fixed? Oh, perfect. Wonderful. Well, it wouldn't be a monkey stream without some audio problems, apparently, is what we've learned. I just pressed the fix button and it worked, so that's good. Great. We're back. Okay, let's do that again. Welcome back, guys. Yes, we had a massive cyclethon. Yay! And the reason I went live to talk about it is because I wouldn't really have time in the near future, I think, to go live. Because I'm going to take a little mini vacation, 2-3 days, where I'm going to go travel around a little bit. Travel again, leave my house. I'm going to go chill. So I thought, I'll do a little recap, talk about the cyclethon, because it's such an amazing event, and you guys, you guys came out in full support, as always, and I appreciate you guys so much for that. So I just wanted to, talk about it a bit, so that we didn't have to, just go straight into games, because it was such a, I don't know, it was such a cool event and so much fun. And I always feel bad when I'm like, all right, TFT, you know what I mean? I feel like it's jarring, so I thought it'd be fun to talk about it. Go over some of the event, maybe talk a bit about the behind the scenes, or any questions you guys have for it. Just talk about the whole Cyclethon 4 experience from start to finish from my perspective. And if you guys have any questions, that kind of stuff. Dar, thank you so much for the 10, man. TFT. I played TFT before I went live. That's why I was an hour late. I still have some things, 2 things that that have happened in every cyclethon that I always keep over for a couple of weeks, is that I wake up really early. Every morning I wake up at 6:30 on the cyclethon days. I woke up 6:30 today, even though I was having beers with the boys until midnight last night. So my body was like, 6:30, get the bag ready, stream. And then also my appetite. I have to slowly get back to eating normally, which is really hard to do. Because I would wake up and I would go to every cyclethon morning, we'd go to the Compini or whatever it is. I would get a sandwich or an onigiri and a protein bar and maybe a banana and a coffee. There's quite a lot of food. And that was just breakfast. And then I would eat, you saw our lunches, they were ridiculous. And then we'd eat a lot. That doesn't sound too bad. Carb loading. Well, I was cycling a lot, yeah. No more 3 meals for lunch. That's the hardest part now. I have to go back to real life where I can't think, yeah, I'll get a side of fried chicken with my fried bowl of chicken and rice. But hopefully there's some benefits. I did weigh myself. I seem to be pretty much exactly the same. So that's good. Last year I gained weight, so yeah. Especially after all the cheese that we ate and fried stuff. I had so much fried food, man. But it was so amazing. Best food during cyclethon. Well, I'll tell you which one it is, but we'll get to it. So I think what I wanted to do was basically just go over a little bit of the planning before, go over a little bit of each day, talk about my thoughts afterwards, and yeah, that'll be it. So that was the plan. I wasn't going to be on long today because obviously for obvious reasons I don't want to do another fucking 8-hour stream. I'm honestly quite frankly, chat, I'm tired of streaming. But as in like being on all the time. I think like Cyclethon is so demanding in the sense that like every morning is prep for the stream, every night is prep for the next day, or like getting everything ready. Like there's so much stuff, so it's just a lot, and it's like different from any other thing. And then also you've just done like 2,000 calories burned active, and you stink and you smell and you want to eat, you know what I mean? So he hates you. I'm gonna abandon chat. I'm gonna abandon you guys. No, so there's a lot, but look, I love streaming and I can't wait to be back, and I can't wait to fucking play games. I'm so excited to play games. Dude, I booted up my PC after like turning it on. I was like a caveman. I saw like the light. And then I moved my mouse and I was like, oh, it feels so weird to move this thing. Dude, having like not touched a PC for 2 weeks and then going back to it is like really weird. It's so jarring. But kind of nice. Like super nice. I gotta stop saying sorry for saying I'm just trying to process my thoughts and make sure I'm on the right track. Hoshikuda, thank you so much for the 10. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you. Machines do work. Look, I'm just saying, when you detox a little bit, even though I wasn't really detoxing because I had like the fucking Osaka Expo with technology on my shoulder, you know, you come back and you appreciate stuff. No more counters, no more ah. Although last night I had a weird dream about like like the stream effing and me having to fix it, and I couldn't fix it, and I was getting annoyed in my dream. So that's the first dream I've had related to anything of the Cyclethon. What was the total official amount raised? I actually don't know. Maybe one of the mods is in the chat who knows, who has access to it. Let me check. And I think I'm definitely like, I'm very excited. I can't wait to take a little bit of a break because my God, like I don't know why, it's been driving me crazy. My eyelids have been twitching since like the start of day one. And it's been going on for like 2 weeks. And I feel like I'm sleeping good, but it must just be stress and like all the exercise and stuff and fatigue. So I'm hoping if I take a little bit of a rest when we're back, we'll be good. Stress response? Yeah, probably. I think we did go past. So I think I'm gonna like, because we have, I think at the end of the stream we raised 1,070,000, which is amazing. It's like crazy. But because we always make the video and stuff comes out, I'm just gonna leave the link open. And if people want to donate, it goes straight to the Immunodeficiency Foundation anyway. I'll just leave it open, like perpetually, if people want to donate to it. And you know, if they got inspired by the event to donate, they can do so. So the Tiltify link will always be able to donate. So if you're watching this in the future, hopefully June or Vodka has the link down below, so you can still donate to the cause if you want to. Just because I think that there's never a bad time to raise money for charity, even if the event is over. But I think the mods have probably the official numbers, and obviously we are also still selling merch. You guys must be sick of fucking hearing this. CDawgVA.com for all your merch needs. Yeah, I think let me check the website. When does it end? I think it says on the website. Have a look. How do I work OBS? Oh, this stuff is so crazy. How do I work it? Old man discovers technology. Oh, here we go. Okay. Oh yeah, there we go. 3 days. Oh, let me get my pen out. No, the pen doesn't work. I should get the pen. There we get the 3 days, 5 hours. Okay, so 3 days left. $5 of each item goes towards charity. Enjoy or don't. No pressure. No skin off my back, chat. But let me go to the VODs, and then I'll pull up the VODs and we can go over everything. Basically, wait, is there a playlist? Did June make a playlist? Merch showcase. I mean, I should honestly be wearing it. I mean, let me get the little monkey real quick. at this little guy. He cute. Isn't he cute? You missed the vibes of this room? Hell yeah, dude. We got a little monkey. He's chilling. I'll put him in my lap for now. Oh yeah, June's the goat. Did make a vlog. Okay, I just heard text to speech. I wanna burn it all down. Yeah, we got the little monkeys and stuff. So yeah, cool. Oh, I've got one right there. I've got 2 of them. Well, what's better than 1 monkey, but 2? And it's really sweet seeing people have the monkeys at the end. But we'll talk about the ending in a bit. Monkeys! There's more. And some people got them already, which I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know that was happening. The people were getting them. I was like, what? How are people getting their monkeys? I thought it was pre-orders until like June, but you'd think I would know this stuff, but that just goes to show I don't know what's going on all the time, my own thing, because there's so much going on. And we can talk about the planning a bit now, about the Cyclethon. We'll just jump right into it, because like, people always, when we're streaming, normally, I think the one thing people always ask for is like, when is RV trip? When's the next RV? And when's the next Cyclethon? People always ask, when's the next Cyclethon? And we start planning it like pretty far in advance. So obviously this is the 4th one we've done. And I feel like we're getting pretty good at doing them. I feel like everyone, the crew knows how to kind of do it and get it all running. Valhalla, thank you for the 10, man. Appreciate that. So I feel like we've gotten really good at it. And again, I've said this so many times. The way that I want, like, the way that I've always saw the Cyclethon to myself, and I don't know if the rest of the crew feel the same way, but I've always saw it as like a GDQ, where it's like games done quick. It's just like a thing that I would love to happen pretty often, like once a year maybe, that is just a fun thing. And if we raise a ton of money, it's great. And if we raise less than last time, that's great. Like, it's just a fun thing that people can tune into and be excited for. And so we were planning it for quite a while. I'd asked Chris, like, hey, are you down to do another one? Like, pretty shortly after the 3rd one. He was like, yeah, of course. And so we actually started planning the route and stuff probably in like December, November. So that's how long these things kind of take to do, because we need to pick a route early on so that we can ask everyone, hey, because Chris is busy, Pete's busy, Paul, Ian, all busy. Or as Pete would say, Ian, nah, he's got nothing going on. But everyone's so busy with schedules, and normally like 4 months in advance is the for most people is when they have nothing going on, like nothing's planned. So we'll just be like, all right, in April this time, block out these like 2.5 weeks, because we're gonna do it then, and then we'll do more stuff as we go along. And then so we blocked it all out, and then around in January is when we actually start like booking everything. So the hotels are all booked. Like the hotels are people always ask, like, do they just cycle to wherever? No, we always have like we have to hit like X amount of distance. We've rarely ever changed. I don't think we've ever changed it. Shadow Sweeper, yo, you gave so much money for charity. Thank you so much for supporting. I appreciate you, man. And so we would book it really far in advance, basically. And then obviously we try to get like everything ready. And one of the big things that changed this year was that Chris wasn't making a video, which means that Paul, who's in the Van Gang, was originally filming Chris's videos on Cyclethon 1 through 3, was available to just help me with tech. And so, I was like, all right, Paul, get back in the van. Let's do some cool tech. And the main big thing that I wanted to change this time was improve the tech. And I think it's pretty safe to say we crushed it. Like, I think Paul did an amazing job. I think it's unequivocally a much better viewing experience for everyone. And I'll show you guys like the difference, because I feel like it's hard to appreciate how big of an upgrade it is, because it's been a year, but it's like very, very different. Definitely, yeah. Even like just taking the drone shots into account, like that alone is like a cool upgrade, right? But then the camera is totally different. I think it just makes it a lot better. And I think we had a lot of people who were able to watch who maybe got a bit motion sick from all the moving of the last camera, which is understandable if you did. But this time we changed it so that it was a gimbal, so you guys wouldn't get the bumpiness that we got on the bike. Oh, yo, Greyhound, thank you for the 5 as well, man. Dude, it's like everyone who's gifting subs is like the goats who gave so much money to charity. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you. Thank you, Greyhound, for repping Australia, man. So let me just show you what like so this is the last year's camera, right? Like
the voices. Thank you so much for working.
Like I still think it like I still have a soft spot for this camera. This camera is a tank. It's an old ass camera that was pulling well above its weight, and it looks good, but like it's very wobbly.
I am gonna keep pedaling. That's all I got to do. Oh, there's so many.
You know what I mean? Like it's just objectively not as smooth.
This giant eye of Sauron in Shimonoseki.
This one's probably like a bit more wobbly.
Hold on to that feeling. Streetlights, people, music, all that.
We got a place every $100,000 we get to enjoy.
It's not too bad. It's not too bad.
69 mark.
And this camera was a tank. This camera's been through it. But then like you go to like day one and you look at like we were never cycling, so we're gonna find a bit where we were actually cycling. When the fuck did we cycle? But like yeah, it's like
Australian chat. And Stephen Bartlett's podcast
was the best part of my 2024.
And there's still a lot of like tack pains that we just sort out going through, but like it's so stable.
I couldn't be happier to see the launch of Cyclethon 4.
And the quality was so good. It's just so stable.
It's warming up a bit.
Take my money and let's all try our best.
The stabilization is so nice.
Not good.
It's a shame we didn't always have like the best signal, but it looked really good on. I think also YouTube compression is so annoying. I think it's a lot easier to watch. So that was the main big upgrade, and the wind was way. It was like never picked up on the mic, which I loved because I was so annoyed on the windy days on Cyclethon 3 that you guys could hear the wind all the time, and I'd spent so much time trying to fix it. So annoying. So yeah, and we changed like the whole bag. So this is the old bag, and this is basically like an Osprey kind of like it's got like this, I don't know if you guys can see it, it's like a mesh here that stops it from touching your back, and we basically just tore everything out, like cut it all out, and we made like it's like this giant mess of a thing. And this dude, and this was the camera. This thing was I brought this just in case, and this is a whole, and this is a lot heavier as well, and we'd have to put way bigger batteries in this thing because this thing would eat all the batteries, so I would go through so much fucking batteries, and it was killing me, but we got it done. We always get it done. And then I got the new bag, exact same thing, but instead of that, the old camera, we have this one, which is just the Osmo Pocket, which you can, these are like amazing vlog cameras that you can buy anywhere, and then and it would stabilize. Let me show you how it worked, because Paul figured this out. And so focus on the camera. So like, when you move, the camera stays level. So every time, but it can't like stop bumps like that. But like anytime it leaned, it would like lean like that. And anytime, we leaned forward, or leaned too far, So, and then that was just sending the feed into, and then this mic, I don't know how the hell this mic was as good as it was. Like it was just magnetized here, and somehow this little thing stopped all the wind. It was crazy. It like really, I feel like upped the quality like so much more. And Paul spent a lot of time figuring that out, and that was like amazing. And then I also swapped the box inside. And again, we tore everything out, so it is just, dude, it's like a TSA nightmare. Like, and Paul helped with all this, obviously. It's just like a box with wire under the detonators. It's like, oh, you want to disarm the bomb? Don't cut the wrong wire. So stupid. And like we cut like so many holes so all the wires go through, and we like rip out all the back, and the wire goes through the water where you normally would have like a water pipe go through to like drink it while you're cycling. So we just redid all of it, and it helps so much. And Paul spent so long figuring that out, which is amazing. And then we have, these are all the boxes of spare parts I brought. Look at this. And they're all labeled. So they're all just like random shit that I brought with me. Because last time, oh man. Last time we always just had like a giant IKEA bag with wires and batteries, and it was a nightmare to sort through in the van. When stuff's breaking on stream, you're like, I just need this cable, I need this battery. Like, you just can't find it. So I just did everything, organized it, labeled it. That way, it was like super easy to grab it, anything we needed. I had like 1 million spare rechargeable batteries. There wasn't, okay. Stuff is not organized, like the batteries. I mean, I gotta clean everything up. It's all a mess. Like, this is the battery box. And I don't know why there's a... I don't know what that is. We had like a... I don't know why this is in here. Okay. Sorry, I'm organizing it. Sorry, chat. I should have done this off stream. So... we had all those organized boxes, basically, to make everything easy. And it worked so much better. It was so good. After we were done, it was like great. I was like, just grab me this box, bring me this box, and we'll do it. I also packed like 1 million spare tires and inner tubes for my bike. Somehow, on a 15-day cycle, neither me or Chris got a flat tire or a puncture or anything. I don't know how. Last time I got 3. I had 3. So I have a bunch of spare tires and inner tubes now, which is good that I didn't need to use them. But then also you're like, damn, I have to bring all this shit home. So you're like, God damn it. How does Rob do it alone with so little at America? Yeah, so Rob does, so a lot of the inspiration of the Cyclethon came from Rob's Cyclethon, where he does it just solo, basically. He just has like a bag and just runs it. And he's super amazing at keeping it like really as minimal as possible. But we just bring like every single fail-safe ever. We bring like a giant portable battery. I'm sure you guys saw the Jackery that we had in the car. We literally had like a, what is it, like the $500, like this thing? I don't know what it's, like this thing. We had like a literal power station in the back, so the stuff could be charged. And then, yeah, so it was a whole, everything was a bit of an upgrade. And then that was like the main focus and the main thing that I wanted to improve. And then the second main thing that I wanted to improve was getting, I really wanted mouse to be more involved. And we didn't know how to make it work in the start, but then after seeing mouse on the iPad with the other stuff, and seeing mouse doing all the IRLs on the new iPad, because apparently the new iPad makes it like really good and easy to use. So I went and bought the new iPad along with the new chip, which apparently makes it all good. And so we were able to then get mouse a lot more involved. We got mouse on the bike on the second last day, and we'll talk about that later. But that was the second big improvement that I really wanted to do, was get mouse more involved, because mouse is a really big part of it. And mouse is like the main, the main inspiration, I think, for me going with this charity. And so I wanted mouse to be more involved. And mouse is always like supporting it and watching on her stream. And I always felt bad that like that isn't really reflected on my stream. So that was what I really wanted to change. And so I think those two were like the big 2 changes that I really wanted to do. And like, there might not be any major changes next time. It might just be the same thing again. It might, if there is a next time, I don't know. I haven't planned anything yet. And maybe nothing will change next time. And I'm like, all right, look, I don't mind, because I think it's like 2 weeks of just fucking vibes. And hopefully there'll be some new tech that we can utilize. I would love the piece of tech that I would this is what I want the most, that I think would make it so cool, is if there was a 360 camera where like someone, like one of the mods or something at home could like turn it around and show you guys different angles at certain points. Because I think it'd be so cool to have a 360 cam like on the back of the bike. That could be cool. But I think that'll probably happen. But I don't think it'll happen for like 5 years. I think we're a little far out, I think. But I think that will be a thing, I think. I'm pretty confident that'll happen at some point. Because I think Insta360 are trying to do some stuff. Anyway, I won't bore you with tech stuff. But yeah, so that's a big change. Was there a way to eliminate the audio desync? Yeah, we don't know what's going on with that, and we hope that we are able to fix that for future stuff. That was just unfortunate. The thing that sucks is that when we're planning these cyclothons, and I'm sorry for talking about pre-cyclothon again, I'll get into the day one in a moment, is that we can only prepare as much as we can, and then once we're on it, we can't really change much. We can't get stuff like, we're in Hokkaido, we can't grab anything that we need. And if there's an issue like the audio desync, maybe if we had time beforehand, we could maybe troubleshoot and see what's going on and find out what's causing it and figure it out, right? And then hopefully find a solution. But because we're on the road and it's happening, it's like, we don't have time. Like, maybe there's a tech guy who could help us. We had a TT who you've maybe seen in the chat a couple of times, who is kind of the GOAT of live streaming tech. He's the massive big brain tech god of IRL streaming, and he's been super helpful helping us fix stuff. So for example, on day one, so day one, you might remember on day one, and the people kept telling me about it, and I was like, I can't do anything, man, I'm on a fucking bike, was that the overlay was like really laggy. You see, like it's super laggy. It was moving. And the mods couldn't figure out, because the mods are the ones who programmed all the stuff. They couldn't figure out what was causing it. And TT, who's like the guy who does all the IRL hosting and all this stuff, he'd figured out that for some reason, this little calorie symbol, this fire emoji, was what was causing all of the lag. I don't know how. I don't know how that works. And then the moment it was removed, boom, everything works. All the animations are fixed. Like, everything works perfectly. This little fucking fire emoji was like somehow crumbling all of the tech. And I was kind of sad to see it go, because occasionally when I stopped and I looked at chat, I would see someone be like, what is 2014? What year does bro think he's in? You know, like, people would ask what this number meant. And so there's no kind of indication to explain what it was, which is whatever, but I think people kind of knew. But yeah, one fucking PNG collapsed all the animations. Like, this was laggy, this was laggy. And it sucks, it's day one, right? And you want day one to go great, because day one, people are really pumped, because they want to... I feel like day one sets the mood a lot of the time, and people get really excited about that. And you want as many things to go well on day one as possible, because you can figure stuff out. But we had a lot of tech issues on day one that I think we pretty quickly resolved. So it was all okay in the end, but obviously when you edit in the moment, it feels so bad. So let's talk about day one. So I'll probably just play a little bit of the VODs. I won't go too much into it, but I'll just give you my overall thoughts about it all. Oh dude, this is, I spoke about this a bit on the VOD. When we were flying there, it was so stressful, man. So we flew the day before, obviously, on the 12th of April. We flew all the way to this airport in middle of goddamn nowhere. I think it was called Ibetsu. It's really like nowhere. It was like fucking nowhere, mate. I think, where is it? Okay, let's have a look. What's the airport called? What it's called? Not Nobodibetsu. Is it Nobodibetsu? Oh yeah, it is Nobodibetsu Airport. Dude, look at where this is on the map, dude. I don't even know. Not Nobodibetsu. No, it's not Nobodibetsu. What am I talking about? Airport. Hokkaido. No, we didn't fly into Sapporo. It's too far away. Okay, yeah, here we go. I'll give you this image up. Okay. So we flew in to this airport here. So the Van Gang, they went on a ferry from near Tokyo that took them all the way to where we got the ferry, and then they drove 6 hours to meet us in Nemuro, which is over here. And we flew into this airport. But the morning of, I got a notification from the airline that said, due to bad fog, your flight might be cancelled. Which is like, oh, fuck. You're like, no. There is only one flight a day to this airport. Only one flight a day. There is no other flights. So then we start frantically looking at like what our other options are. Problem is, we had a rental car that was booked for this place, which is the car that Nabby always drives. Sorry, give me a moment. I need to my throat is itchy. So we're a day up, and we're like day off, and we're freaking out because we're like, what the fuck? We might not be able to go on this goddamn flight. And we get to the airport with an hour before our flight because it's domestic, and in Japan you can rock up like 30 minutes before and you'll be fine. Got a notification saying, okay, 10 minutes before boarding, we'll let you know if the flight's going to happen. We'll check the weather and we'll let you know. And I opened up the website because this airport had a camera. Nemuro Nakashibetsu Airport webcam. I was asking my friend to help me out because I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I want to know why can't we land in this airport? I had a friend look into the airport. They found a live feed. Oh, plane. It's a propeller plane taking off. They found this webcam feed of the airport live. When I opened this, dude, you thought Silent Hill the day we was bad? Dude, there was nothing. It was just fog. And I was like, are you sure there's are you sure this is a webcam? Because nothing was moving. But it was a webcam. It was just pure fog. And they were like, the fog's really bad. You might not be able to land. Okay, so all right. So we stopped fucking figuring out what to do. Maybe we can go to Kushiro Airport and see if they have a rental car place that we can hire there, and we'll cancel this one. But they wouldn't have the same car that we'd need. Or maybe we can fly to Obihiro and So we were just trying to plan all our options basically, because our flight was at 12. And so, the later we get, the less options we had, and we had to get there the day before. Otherwise, like, how the fuck are we going to do this? So it was really nerve-wracking. And then they said, okay, look, you know what? We can board you on the plane, but we might have to turn back if the conditions are too bad when we land, which is like even worse, right? Because now we get on the plane. Worst case scenario, if we get all the way there, we have to then turn back, and then we'd land at like maybe 4 p.m. And then now we're really out of options. But it's kind of like, okay, we have to kind of risk this. So we were like, all right, fuck it, let's go. So we go up in this flight. It's about an hour and a half, and we finally start to land, or like about to land. We don't know what's happening. They're not telling us anything. But we have window seats on both sides. And I hear the landing gear go down. You hear the zzz, and we're looking out the window. Bro, you can't see a single goddamn thing. I was like, there's no way this motherfucker can land this plane. I was like, I couldn't see a thing. I was like, the landing gear is down. We must be close to the ground. I can't see anything. And it's like the longest 10 minutes of my life. It was down for like 10 minutes, chat, the landing gear. It was so... And I know they don't have to be able to see. I know that it's all like autopilot. Not autopilot, but, they have a lot of information outside of visibility. And... waiting 10 minutes, waiting. Finally, I see like a glimpse of the ground through the clouds. We are maybe like 100, 200 meters off the ground at that point. I was like, what the fuck? What? And then finally, when we can actually see, we are like 5 to 10 seconds out from landing. And then we landed, and I was like, all right, crisis averted. We landed, Cyclethon's happening. We land, we drive like an hour and a half to the Nemuro, which is like a really cool place. And then we went to Cape Nasapu, which you guys saw on the stream. But we did go to the sushi place for dinner. It was great. And we stayed in a really like funny hotel. It was just very like weird vibes. But then we made it. And then Cyclethon 1 was underway. And right away we had a problem. Let me explain. So we wanted to open... Okay, wait, I just somehow skipped ahead. I really wanted to open the day with the drone shot like this. And we were about to start, and then Paul was like, oh, crap. The drone thing had the wrong HDMI cable. And I was like, oh, fuck, so we can't have any drone shots today? I was like, no, let's just fucking figure it out. So we're trying to put in the streaming URL so that he can stream to my server. It was a whole thing. We got it working, and that's why we were like 10 minutes, 15 minutes late to start the stream. But then, yeah, we started with this, it didn't look as good as I wanted it to. So it opened up to just this.
All right.
Wasn't nearly as good as I was hoping it looked. The good thing is that Paul recorded all the drone footage internally. So when we have the edited video, we'll have the 4K drone shots in there.
Hold. I'm trying to change the scene. I've got no internet.
The internet was so bad. It was so bad, man.
All right. Welcome, guys, to Cyclethon 4. Yeah!
I still think it looked pretty cool.
It's so fucking cold. It's so fucking cold. Oh my god.
Perfect scuff start. Close enough, close enough.
Idea. Can we go home?
Really visually cool, and I'm glad that we got to see how foggy and crazy it looked. I thought it was a really fun way to start, and I think I liked it. I was really happy. One thing that I think we all massively underestimated, because we were looking at the weather forecast a little while out, and around this time of the year, she was supposed to be about 10 degrees previously in this part of Hokkaido. It was 3 degrees. And with the wind, 27 kilometers an hour, it felt like below freezing. So it was like, we were not prepared for how cold it was. I didn't bring any of the correct clothes that I should have brought. I was wearing like 4 layers of stuff that like wasn't very helpful. I was wearing my rainproof pants. Like it was so scuffed. I was freezing, man. I was so cold. But then we kicked it off. You can see me, I'm wearing a hoodie.
Not working.
Stuff breaks right away. I'm wearing a coat, a hoodie, a t-shirt under that, an underlayer, and then like 5 layers, and I'm still freezing.
So there's only one thing you must do. Please ensure the text-to-speech is working.
Me flaming the mods because something broke already.
Alright, hold on, chat. I gotta get you back in your cage. Chat, as you know.
My hands, man. The gloves don't.
And then I forgot to turn the mic on as well, because I wasn't used to it yet.
What is that?
These are rainproof ones.
Yeah, Chris didn't bring gloves on day 1, so I had these rain gloves just to stop the wind.
What? I had to get something.
You got any more of these?
They must have some at the.
It was your shitty internet, bro. I was far away.
You ready? Let's just get on with
The anticlimactic opening.
it. Welcome to Cyclethon 4.
Yeah.
From Nemuro to Tokyo. Day 1 begins.
Man, this felt like an eternity
And
ago.
it is fucking freezing.
This felt like so long
my
ago.
God, how do we get out of here? I don't know how to get out of the car park.
But then right away we got into like really, the scenery was so cool.
Holy shit.
It looks so cool in real life as well. Like the scenery was really stunning. Everything looked really beautiful. All the UI was broke, and it was nice. There was no cars. That was so nice.
For some reason, Chris has this habit of posting a video the night of.
We were bantering, but then I found we got the mic working. And then, oh, I got Chris's pillow. I can't believe there was a Seiko mark this far out. It's so far
And
away.
you got this because every pillow in Japan sucks.
Every single time with a cyclophone, every hotel.
This isn't just me.
Did the pillow survive? He brought it every single place and used it. So he was a happy lad, sleeping.
Finish the cycle and whatnot.
Give back.
So yeah, day 1 went great. We and then I had the fucking zooming problem, which was really funny. But my camera wouldn't, because I didn't know what was going on, because I didn't use the camera, and it was just zooming in on stuff. And like now it's really funny, but at the time I'm just kind of stressed out. But it was just zooming in on Chris's ass.
I mean, it looks like nowhere else in Japan.
It looks like nowhere else in Japan.
It really does feel totally different.
Yeah, totally different. Yeah, it's really nothing like it.
Hotel room while on vacation. Keep it up.
Like, what am I? Look, it's so ridiculous.
Oh.
Like, the tech stuff is so funny after the fact, but at the moment I'm stressing out so much.
Okay, Cam.
And Sam also made a new animation here, just because they wanted to update it to make it fit better for the information, which is so sweet.
Is it zoomed? Oh god, that's me.
Time viewer from the mountain mama that is West Virginia. Cracking a beer open for you guys.
I couldn't figure out why it was breaking.
Last
On here. Let me pull up here real quick.
Oh, and then we had Paul, the cinema shots, which were great too.
is this my Uber Eats driver? I want to file a complaint. My map says you're 8,000 miles away with my order.
Oh my god. Look at this. I couldn't figure out what the fuck was going on.
Fixed.
And I kept just restarting it, hoping that would fix the issue, and for some reason it didn't. So I was like, I'm out of options.
Times bestseller, Chris Broad, raising money for a good
And then we cycled through Nemuro City, stopped for sushi. This is probably one of the best meals on all of the Cyclethon. We ate here the night before, and it was so good that we went back. This place was so fucking good. Somebody on the Reddit also made. Let me get the Reddit up just so that we can. I can show you them. If you are interested in where we went for lunch every day, some Giga Chat on the Reddit made fun little infographics, and people have been collecting all the information and keeping track of it. So if you are curious, if you ever find yourself in the same areas, there it is, this person. The Reddit. And this guy made, this guy. This guy made like infographics every day. So thank you so much for making those. Appreciate you. Day one, yeah, and so they collected where we went, while we cycled, and where we went for lunch. And I think they included links, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, I think they did later on, or at least with the maps. So if you're interested, yeah, Hanamaru. It was like Hanamaru Sushi Nemuro. Dude, that's the one thing I miss.
right on.
Hey.
The one thing why do I have two of them open? The one thing I miss is this damn sushi, bro.
Oh, fuck. All the locals look bewildered. There's none of
Yeah, let me show you when the pieces come out. Oh, the pieces are so good.
Look up
It took ages though, actually. I remember it took a while.
Mount Olympus.
Look at the size of that. It's like 400 yen for an amazing big piece of fatty tuna. Oh, and it's so good. It's so good. And it's like from probably not too far from that area. It was just like the biggest fucking piece of, it was so good. I wish I could go back. I would genuinely go back to this area just for this restaurant. And I would just like, I don't know, figure out some camping situation. It was so good, man. And we just destroyed all the food. And you can see the plates piling up. So funny. I don't know when generational wealth started, but I know when Todgers started. Oh, this one we got Mouse first on the iPad too, I think. We called Mouse before we left. I lost my mic right away. Is there a place to camp there? Probably. There's probably a place to camp. There's always a place to camp in Hokkaido. There we go.
I don't know if it is.
What is it?
I can't.
Good Mouse. I think if I was to do it again, I would probably try to get some kind of anti-reflective thing on, or find some way to make it so Mouse is a lot more bright and visible, even in like daylight. What is the most replayed? I don't know what this is. What is the most replayed?
It's fine.
Fucking first day hill is always the worst.
We're going up a hill.
Best friend thinks
Northern Hokkaido.
Don't
Even
know.
if it isn't the usual spot, it's definitely
No idea. Just me grunting.
beautiful area.
It also looks like warm, but it's fucking freezing here. It's so cold. Oh, and then we had the first like really cool drone shot. Yeah, here we go. Dude, this one was such a good drone shot, man. We crushed it. Look at this one. This one was amazing. Dialogue skipper? I am. I don't want to go in full, like, in crazy depth about everything, but like,
where's my next assignment?
damn.
Keep on cycling, brother.
Because I remember last time we tried to get the drone shots, but it was so bad it didn't work because we were just trying to do it on the fly, but this time we prepared quite a far in advance, and man, look at that. Just so cool.
Party with a girl on his back.
And I love the little H. The H is so funny. Little H on the screen. Who's steering it?
Hi, Chris.
So cool.
Since you said a tuna sandwich is good and a
That's the
pizza
one good
is a
thing about
sandwich.
being in Hokkaido is that there was no restrictions, or there was very minimal restrictions on drones and when we could fly them. Because Paul's got the license to fly it, and you just can't fly near airports or in big cities, which means Hokkaido was perfect for it.
It's lovely to see you.
Looks so good, and the 4K version is going to look so good when we have the video.
Hope you're enjoying this alternative view. Yes?
So cool.
Yes.
Oh, and then Sam made this cute little merch animation that pops up on the
We
side
have
too.
production value.
Yeah, man, it came out really well. Let me try and... Should I put it in theater mode? Yeah, there we go.
Goodbye, viewers. Who knows what the drive is? I don't know where it is.
Looks so cool. I mean, it just makes Hokkaido look so like vast and like wilderness, which it kind of is. And then this day we, where did we go? We went to that beach that didn't end up panning out. Yeah, the only thing that was like, I think was not as good as the last cycle was like we couldn't find as many interesting things along the route. But that's just like, that's just how it is. I mean, that there's not too much we can do about that. And I think at the end of the day, Cyclethon is more about banter than things that we're doing and cycling. Although on the first leg we didn't do that much cycling. Another Paul cam. Dude, it was so cold. It was so cold. But there was no cars on the road. We just got to cycle. It was fun. We probably could have covered way more distance if we wanted to as well. But I think we were trying to have a chill start in the beginning, especially with the guests. We want to have a lot more talking, a lot more banter. And here's the Paul cinema cam. Dude, my fucking condom head. So ridiculous. It helps so much though with the cold. Shout out to my mom, the goat.
You can see how much shit is on my bike now.
Oh, dude. Having to find a mount for this fucking thing. Oni bro had to 3D print me a mount to get all this shit set up. What a nightmare. That was stressful. 2-3 days before, I was running back and forward, trying to get this 3D printed mount. Stupid shit to work. This is all the stuff you don't see.
Greetings from Finland. I'm way too terrified.
How'd it hold up? I think it ended up using like 230 gigs of data. So I think it helped a lot. It helped quite a lot. Especially in Hokkaido. We'll talk about it a bit later when we get to another day. I won't talk too much about each day in depth, but sorry, I'm interrupting myself. But I just thought we'd talk a bit more about day one because we talk about it. And go about it. Cycling in shorts, 4C, pretty damn badass. I don't know if it was, just stupid. I was freezing, man. I was freezing.
For me. I hope donating money here can still have a of course, money helps.
Yeah, and the TTS volume was another thing that we had to keep figuring out. That was really hard to do. It was annoying because the TTS is here in front of my giant thigh, and then the mic is here, so my ears are here. So, and that's like kind of what I've realized is like if my ears were here, it'd be way easier. So you guys are hearing it way louder than I'm actually hearing it, and so I was trying to like figure out how the hell to do it. It's just I figured out with the volume that sounded good on stream eventually, but it took a while to get it. But people were complaining a lot in the first 2 days. They were like, it's too loud, it's too loud. But people donate when they can hear their message, so I don't mind.
Looking forward to these next 2 weeks.
And it keeps me company. Like that, dude, that's the thing. And I know I say that all the time on the bike, but the TTS genuinely just keeps me company. It's so nice to have. Because I chat with Chris on roads like this. But when we're in like the cities, I can't do anything. I can't talk to him really and unless we stop. So it's just kind of nice because otherwise I'm just cycling. And it's like the sights are beautiful, but you know, we've been doing it for 2 weeks and it's kind of nice to hear people say things. I'm parasocial. I'm parasocial with you guys, man. Dude, like genuinely. We had a lot of Fs. Oh, and then this is where the bag problem started. We figured out what was causing it, but it was just always an annoying thing. My bag just kept effing around this time. But we did find the weird lookout tower. And we were promoting our gamer subs. We went up the tower. Where is it? Let's have a look.
Oh gosh.
Are the intercoms like Ludwig not possible on the bike? They are possible. So our bikes had intercoms in them, but everyone just found it annoying. I found that like I tested the helmets out with everyone else, and they worked really well, and they're really fun to use. And I'd cycled, when we did our test stream with Paul, we were using them the whole time. And it was great for Tokyo because there's so much traffic and you can't chat with each other. And it was really nice to have the banter with Paul and chatting with him while I was cycling. But when there's so much TTS going on, it kind of doesn't work because I'm constantly talking and it's really hard to mute yourself on this thing. It's like really poorly thought out from this helmet company. The only way to mute yourself is with a phone app, which is so dumb because there should just be a button. If there was a button on the thing, I could do it. I could fix it. But yeah, it isn't. So we didn't end up using it. So, and it didn't really sound good quality. Hajime, bro, you just finished cycling yesterday. Why are you streaming not relaxing? Because I'm going to take a break, Hajime. When are we getting drinks, Hajime? Let's go. Let's go. Invite me. Hit me up. Message me. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get some wine. I'm down. I didn't drink for like 2 weeks, so I need to catch up. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. A phone app, you say? They're called Senna Cycling. It's like these helmets. They're expensive, man. Let me show you. Evo. And we tried, dude. We try to do so much shit to make these helmets work better because these helmets have their own built-in radio mesh. It's this one. These helmets have their own built-in like mesh, like radio thing, and so they all connect to each other. And there was a device that I bought that was like $300 that apparently would allow it to be compatible with Bluetooth devices, so the Vengan could hear us, but it didn't end up working out. And then this has of course it has a shitty app that comes with it that doesn't fucking work and is a load of shit. Like all these companies that make hardware, they can't fucking make an app to save their life. And they're like $300 a helmet, and I bought 3 of them. So I spent like $1,000 on these helmets that didn't really end up working or adding to the stream, which is fine. You know, some tech really contributes to the stream and some doesn't. It's just how it goes. And this how, you know, that's, I buy all the stuff and I hope that it can add to the stream. And if it doesn't, oh well, but I'd rather buy it and yeah, like maybe like, it's not like $1,000 actually. It's maybe like $600. I'd rather have it all and not need it than wish I'd bought it, right? So we ended up doing a little bit of a drone shot here, which is great, showing off the area that we were on. And my bag kept breaking, because there's some HDMI interference or something, or not a big deal. We fixed it. Day 1 was an amazing success. We kept cycling. Cycling.
Nice to know you liked hearing the sound of this voice.
No.
Just want to say I'm proud of this
thanks, Adam.
community for
Appreciate you.
raising all that money for an amazing cause. Honestly proud to be a part of this community. L underscore?
Thank you,
L
thank you.
underscore? L underscore? L underscore? L underscore? Meow.
Thank you,
Meow.
thank you,
Meow.
Emma.
Meow.
So we had this thing that it was so big. And when I saw it on the VODs after like day 2, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, Mom, just shrink this. It's massive. I was like, this takes up like half the fucking screen. So we ended up shrinking it on the other days. That looks so good. But yeah, by the end of this day, I think we were all really tired because we hadn't gotten into another cool drone shot. Dude, the drone shots are so sick. It was really fun. We had a lot of tech issues though. Day 1 overall was a great success. We had like, I think the most viewership we'd ever had on day 1, which obviously I'm a streamer and I look at that shit. It's cringe, I know. But the fact that people were really excited for it, that's great to know. Like people were pumped for another Cyclethon, which I was super happy about. And it went great overall. Like we managed to, there's always going to be tech problems. It just happens, but we fixed them all, I think, by day 2, and day 2 was great. So day 2 was awesome. And day 1 was great. Chris was dead. Chris was so dead by the end of this one. I remember being so dead. And we started day 2. And I don't know why, I really like this start.
Okay.
I don't know why I like it so much.
Welcome to day 2 of the Cyclethon.
It encapsulates
So
the
cold,
vibe
man.
of this day so much.
It's so cold in Hokkaido. It's like 2 degrees. At least it is not raining right now. It will, however, be raining later. But that's fine. You're nice and warm inside, cuddled up in your blankets. You can watch
Dude,
me
the
and Chris
weather was
suffer.
so bad.
Chris is in
We
the
got
car
so
right
unlucky.
now.
The weather was awful.
He's not getting outside. I don't know if you can see it. I'll come closer now because now my bit's over.
Yeah, it's such a good scene especially after taking the rainy day. Dude, day 2 is the start of the Silent Hill era, where it was just like the weather was so shit. It was so bad, man. All of the Hokkaido weather was pretty awful. We got pretty unlucky. It was a pretty like horrible stretch of weather. And it would have been it's a shame because I think it made this part of Hokkaido look fucking awful. Like by day 3, I was so sick of looking at all of this gray. And like there were some moments in some areas that were really stunning, but so much of it was just this. Look at this. It was just UK weather. And it was kind of cool. Like it was kind of a nice vibe that we got so much different weather. But I would have just, I wish it wasn't like 5 out of the 7 days in Hokkaido were like this. It does kind of suck. But it, you know, you get that camaraderie, and going through the marshland was kind of cool. And like, there was some really cool moments for sure. But yeah. Oh, and I love this part. This part was so fun. On day 2, it was so cool. When we were in here, and then I spotted the milk store. And then we went in there. And we got the muffle.
Pretty fucked.
I saw see Chris crumble down a spider, and he becomes one.
This is so good. And then Chris having a good time. And we ate our ice cream. So the milk was so good. The milk was so good.
I've had a muffle, and I'm ready to cycle.
I was so tired though. I think day 2 I'm always really tired because the first day my body expects to just rest the next day. And so your body's not used to having to cycle every day yet. And so day 2 and 3 I'm always really like kind of dead and find it really hard to cycle. I was struggling. Why is this the most replayed? Oh, this is when Chris was going crazy with the iPad. This is so good. I don't know why, it was so funny.
There's a cat out. Isn't that cute?
It's like Chris being a dad. It was so funny.
Oh, that's so cool. This is cute. I want to buy this and stick it on the front of my bike. I provide all the milk.
It's just so funny. I don't know. But this one was so sweet, and so nice she let us stream in here, and then it was a great vibe. And the oh my god, I felt bad that the cheese was like, I don't know why it didn't taste that great, but the milk and the muffle was amazing. Chris didn't like the cheese. It grew on me, but it wasn't the best I'd had. But the vibe of the shop was great. And then, yeah, day 2 was kind of just like more of the same. And I was kind of really excited for Felix to join the next day because I felt like, okay, we kind of just went through the same scenery. Weather wasn't great. We were struggling. The wind was pretty brutal. We had some Fs. This is in most replayed when we were chatting in the car eating our cup ramen. And we didn't really have a proper lunch, which also sucks because I feel like lunch is sometimes the best parts of the days. In my opinion, I really like the lunches a lot. And so we went on. Oh, and then my mount for my bike broke. But day 2 was like not really that remarkable. It was just kind of getting on with it. The rain was crazy. I mean, yeah, it was just... Poor camera was dying. The fog was so bad.
Like you lads.
Hey, good luck, man.
Oh my
Good
god.
luck. Appreciate that.
The wind was nuts, dude. It was... Oh, the wind was so bad, the entire section.
The blood god.
Every single day, we would open up the map. I mean, like, I don't know, like this map. And every single direction we were cycling in, the wind was going against us. It was so annoying. It was so annoying. We got so unlucky every single day. But then we finally reached, Kushido. Oh, and then we hit the curry. It was so funny.
Okay.
It's like, oh yeah, it's small.
Open a curry place next.
Dude, I remember when we pulled into this town, I was like, it's so windy, it's so wet. I just don't want every day to be like this. It sucked so much. I think we were both struggling a lot. Yeah, I mean, he just had a food coma. It hurt, man. It was a hard day. It was miserable. And then, of course, day 3, the man himself joined in.
Reinforcements have arrived.
And then we had like so many tech issues. My bag was breaking. And then the first part of the cycle just sucked because we were going through like just a depressing part of Kushido, I think. Nice. And then the bag was broken for like half an hour. Love that.
About 5-minute off time. That's very annoying.
And I always feel bad as the streamer because I know people are waiting, people are watching, and the sad reality is that people don't donate if the stream's not running. And so I'm stressing out whenever the stream dies. So I'm like, I just gotta get the stream back up. I just gotta get the fucking stream back up. And Felix was flying in, and so he drove to meet where we were at. And then he joined in.
MKT.
pretty shortly after this. Where is he? There he is, here he is.
The drawing is the same.
Not quite as a dramatic entrance as last time, but it worked.
Welcome back.
It's the last entrance, isn't it? Fuck it out.
Hey.
Good to see you.
Sorry, I got that. Oh shit!
Go blind if you raise a million.
Yeah, he is.
It goes to the ID.
We just got $1,000 donation as well.
You gotta go more blind. More blind. More blind.
Oh yeah, man. A lot of stuff going on, but Felix is great.
Flight, man. How's the flight?
And the vibes are so good. And Felix brought good energy.
So I'll show you.
And then we just hit Silent Hill. It was so bad. Look at this fog, man. It was actually kind of like worryingly bad, the visibility. If I went too far ahead or vice versa, like I just couldn't see them. Like it was just, they were just gone.
The headset on, so you can keep it.
Look how bad it was, man.
How the headset works. All right.
It's such bad fog, and it was freezing. Still, it was miserable. I just remember being cold, and the stream kept dying, and I was like, God.
So you press the.
And I felt bad for Felix, because Felix is like, are we going to cycle? And I'm like, bag's broken, man. And we got going, and we finally had a good stretch of road. There was like no cars. And this road was so nice. We were on this for quite a while. And then we did see deer. We saw deer. I want to see if we can see the deer.
We're like a Tour de France pack.
Oh, here we go.
Really desolate.
No, not here. Dude, the deer was so sick. We saw so many deer, actually. It was actually kind of... Seeing them, all the deers run around was so cool.
Really?
I'm glad I eventually put this smaller. It's so big still. It was killing me.
I've heard it's really good. I haven't watched it.
Where were they? Where were the deers? I don't know where the deers were. Oh, well. Oh, here we go.
Oh, they're running away. They blend in with the tree. I don't think you can see them. Tree chat. What, where?
I think we saw them pretty shortly after this. I don't know why I'm trying to show you the
And the
deer.
other people's produce dollar from it for
Okay, now maybe it's gone. I don't know. Sorry, I'm just trying to find... Boomer's trying to find his family pictures. Okay,
So
yeah,
you
alright.
want to hear the
Yeah, can't find it. It was cool though. It was really neat to see it. And then this lunch was so funny. Oh, generational wealth.
This is the one thing you
This is where the generational wealth fully kicked off. And then we had the GoPro story where they were at each other's throats.
Sorry, the back rub while you're at it. Next video. Sing it.
It's two rows filming generation.
Yeah.
Where is it? So fucking funny.
You kick your...
No, he didn't fucking buy me a new one. Of course he didn't. He's the biggest cheapskate ever.
You kick... If you kicked me off the Titanic and I took the fucking pearl necklace with me, I'm not supposed to buy the fucking pearl necklace when I come back
lost the Chris GoPro in the ocean.
You what?
I lost your GoPro.
Yeah, he lost my GoPro. So
But I replaced it.
what's he doing? What's wrong with him?
He's ranted to me about this.
I can tell he's like, what? He ranted to you about it?
You lost my...
Kidding, what is happening?
This
You
is
lost...
story.
You took my GoPro 8 or 9 into the water with him. Gone. And then he was like, I bought you a new one. I was like, he bought me a new one. I was like, oh, thanks, Felix. It was like GoPro 12 at that point. But he went and bought me the GoPro like 9.
Felix's face reaction gets me every time where he's like, are you what?
Placed the one he'd broken. But he didn't buy me the nice brand new one.
I didn't know interest. So and you've been going around telling Connor this? You fucking bitch. I didn't have to replace
GoPro 10 went on.
Oh, it's so funny, dude.
The world. Don't get Chris the brand new GoPro.
liar. I was going to post it.
And Felix got so offended. I loved it. I love how personally Felix took it. He was like, no, I did not do that.
Me about this.
They're getting the receipts up.
He's like, fucking Felix, fucking cheapskate.
You told me, don't worry about it. You don't have to get anyone.
That's the funniest part of this whole story, is that Chris told him, yeah, no, don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. Then to me, he's like, fucking Felix bought me the old GoPro when the new one's out.
And I thought,
So funny.
you know,
The kindness of his... I think
Such a
it was
Chris thing to
lovely
do.
he bought me a new
Oh
I'm
god, it's so
gonna look
funny.
up my Amazon order. See what fucking
He's like, just two bros building generational fucking wealth, fucking me over, buying a GoPro.
I had to
God,
get
I
up
said
very
my
early for
orders.
school every morning, and during the winter because I live up so high on a hill, the fog is really bad in the morning, and it pretty much looked like that when I walked to my bus
Oh
stop.
god.
The fog is coming. The fog is
We survived though, we
Fog
survived.
emoji.
Oh, that's hilarious. You fucking trash talking, man.
I'm just so glad you brought it up because it was so funny that you brought it up at the exact time.
And then Felix trying to find it.
tail that was on. That's what I'm saying. Crown, that's the joke.
Oh my.
He's still looking for it. Felix is still trying to find it on his Amazon account. It's so funny.
It doesn't look so. What?
Chat, how you build
Can't let
wealth.
this go now.
That's how
Buy me the GoPro. I don't even use. Look at this. It's beautiful.
Okay, I don't know. But yeah, it was so funny. And it was a really good lunch. This was like, the food was really, really good at this place. And they brought us the lamb steak, which, oh, was so good. This is a really, really great lunch spot. I like this one a lot. More tech issues, I think. Oh, no, it wasn't. And then it started raining. So we had to prep for the rain, which sucks. Oh, and no, dude, this is when the rain got really bad, and I gifted Felix as his gift. It's not too...
It's for me.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's Cyclethon. It's like a home brand, isn't it?
No, I got you. So I got you.
Whoa!
Okay, there's
What?
It's a Volvo car sticker, so if you want to turn any vehicle into a Volvo, it's an actual Volvo replacement. Like a
Yeah, it's like a thing that goes on the car, I think.
Let's go! That's going straight on my Mitsubishi.
yeah.
That was just, oh, wonderful. Yeah! This is my rain cover.
Oh,
Thank
yeah,
you, sweetie.
yeah, I mean that would certainly make you stand out.
Waterproof.
You're gonna mail him the CD. I don't think he needs this ABBA CD. It was more of a bit, you know. Look how bad the wind is, man. Jesus.
Beautiful. Beautiful. You know ABBA. You know ABBA.
Of course I know.
Oh, Felix brought such good energy, man. It was great. Felix is such a good showman, man. He brought the energy so much. And then we literally cycled in this right after that.
We'll figure it out. Don't worry about it, Felix. You just keep pedaling.
So bad.
From Germany.
Like awful, awful condition. Look at this.
The render distance in the settings menu, right?
Shit. It's a
Like, and then Chris is gone. Like, you can't see Chris anymore. Like, he's just gone.
flat. And the fog is not like allowing me to.
You know, like it was just kind of scary. It was very, very dicey. But you know, they had the high vis on, so we were alright in the end. All worked out. And then yeah, no, that was pretty much most of day 3. And we had the big hills, and the tunnel. This is like one of the only tunnels we went through, actually, that chat got to see, which I thought was funny. And then the stream died. And the fog got a little bit better. Loads of uphills. We saw like a deer run across this road. And then we finally made it to the end point.
Hang out.
Which was I forgot what the station was called. I'm not sure, but it was a nice town. There was a one-piece restaurant in this town which wasn't open, but we ended up going to this grandma kind of teishoku, and it was this grandma just making all the food, and it took so long because she was making food for like 8 people, but it was so good, it was so fire, but it took so long, and we didn't leave the restaurant. We went straight after this, so like the moment we ended the stream, we went straight to the restaurant, and it just took I think we were there for like 2 hours. And then I think that hotel, what was that hotel? I wonder if that hotel was good or not. I feel like it was okay. Oh yeah, it was like we had like we basically the only accommodation in this town, there was a hostel. Or a hostel style where like everyone has like a lot of stuff shared. Let me see what if it's, you know, we have like a master sheet where we planned everything on. Let me actually get it. So I can show you where we stayed, because some of them are really cool. A lot of them are just normal business hotels, so they're not interesting, but this one I think was kind of interesting. Yeah, it was called this, wasn't it? Called this one? Yeah, it was called this. It was called Ha 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 Hotel. Such an odd... Yeah, it was like a hostel, but we booked out the whole thing. And it was really cool, actually. Let me see if I can show you what it looks like, if they have any pictures. I don't know if they have any pictures. Room. And so it was a hostel with like a bunch of shared rooms, but everyone had like one of these rooms each. So it was actually quite nice. And so we all had a room like this, and there was a shared shower. It was a really cool vibe, and really, really nice. And it was just kind of like a cabin in the middle of nowhere, really. But yeah, it looked like this. It looked like this. It was really nice. I don't know why it's called Ha 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 Hostel. Kind of ominous, but it was really nice. It was good. And it was, I think everyone was pretty well rested after it, because it was, oh, wrong tree. It was just pretty chill. And so that was day 3. It was a great day. And then obviously day 4, Felix joined us again.
I didn't mind just.
And this was a long day. Started cycling. Nothing crazy, remarkable. Obviously, I don't want to talk too much about every moment, because we'll have a video that covers all that. But I don't know what happened much on this day. This day we kind of just, oh yeah, we had some amazing drone shots. Cool. Why so serious, hostel? I remember this accommodation was crazy too. This night. But we had... This is the hot tub day, yeah. So we had Felix join, a mouse. Oh yeah, Mouse sang ABBA for us. That was great. Oh, that was so good. Mouse on the iPad. That was the highlight of this day.
Cyclethon's peaks. That was amazing.
It's a classic.
I mean...
Take a chance.
Go.
Oh, God.
That was very good. Wow.
Beautiful.
Claps.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Mamma mia. Listen to...
They're out.
Encore.
Did I sing it? Hold on. Chris is eating crisps. Mouse is like giving a generational performance. Chris is just snacking on some crisps. I love it. That's just the vibe of the cyclothon.
Pretty good.
Let's go.
That was very good. Wow.
And then we just had a fuck ton of hills. So many hills. And the wind was horrible on this day. So we pretty much had like 4 days of shit weather back to back. And I think that was starting to wear us down too. We were just getting really fucking tired of being just battered by the weather every day. It was just really unfortunate. The ramen was really good, but the pork in it wasn't great. Pork wasn't great, but the noodles and the broth were phenomenal. And then we had like horrible signal, which was really sad. We kept trying to figure that out all lunch, and everyone's just stressed out, because then you can't relax, right? No one, when there's tech issues going on, no one can relax, or at least Chris will. Chris will relax. Soft stuff was great there. And the bitrate was terrible. And then we had a mouse on the tablet. And then we went to, oh, the cat. The stray cat.
Wait, that's so cute.
Came out. And was hanging out and was really chill and chatting with us. Having a good time. I scared her away, because obviously I did.
Oh, she's scared.
And then we had Pete call in.
How you doing, man?
And Felix chat with him. That was a lot of fun too. And then we just got on with it, really. And then Felix took over the bike for a while, which was really fun. I think chat loved it. Oh, drone shot time.
Look at that.
Let's have a look.
All right, Paul, show him the drone view.
Show him the bears, Paul.
So cool. Just seeing like the giant roads that we're cycling across and the scale of it all, and yeah, it's just helps put into perspective sometimes how far you're going.
Nice bridge, isn't it?
It's wonderful. Yeah, I love seeing the...
And I love when he like zooms out.
The Van Gang, Chris,
looks crazy, right?
Felix, they all combine into one powerhouse river flow.
And just really cool drone shots. So cool. I think, yeah, and then this one too. Again, just gives you like a sense of just like having a look at that road coming up. You're like, it just never ends, man. Yeah, we did call Joey at lunch this day too. Okay? where he called out Chris, which was really funny. He's like, well, you don't fucking call me, mate. And then Felix had to leave because his flight was coming up. And so we got effed for a while. And Felix left, and we got our bro fist.
Another bro here, Millie, and I'll be waiting at the finish line with open arms. And another bro fist if you're ready for it. Oh, that's right. I'm not ready.
I love the meme around the fucking bro fist being this like insane thing. I don't know why. It's just good fun. There we go. Here's the bro fist.
This is a bro fist thing.
I don't know. He just walks off. He had to go. He had to go. He had to go. It was good. It was good energy. And then, of course, I really wanted to show you guys just the weird accommodation. So we did keep the stream going, but we were so deep in the woods, there was literally no signal.
The board game room that we just.
Oh, okay.
And then you guys got to see all the craziness that was this accommodation. And, well, maybe you didn't get to see it. Then we had the tubathon. The impromptu tubathon. Oh, wow. Oh, God.
Yeah, tubathon's pretty good. We'll do board.
Yeah, no, not the great bit rate. I don't know if Paul recorded internally. I don't think he did. We'll see. But yeah, this is where we went. It's this whole crazy thing called moving in, and it's literally in the middle of nowhere, and it was the most expensive accommodation of the cyclethon. It was kind of cool though. I like the bath a lot. Okay, do you got English, please? Thank you. Sorry, I can't read this. I'm dumb. Winter. Okay. Dude, this was crazy though. The sauna was insane. I was in the sauna and they had an ice bath and it was actually like fucking cold. It was the coldest ice bath I've ever been in because they must have just got the water and just been like, all right, there you go. But it was really cool. Really, really like insane. And definitely would go back at some point. And the board games you got scammed out of in terms, but you'll get a board game stream. Don't worry about it, chat. I promise. You'll get it. The Grand Suite. Can I? Okay, I can't. There's no. Can I see images? Can I see pictures? Do you have pictures? You don't? Okay. All right. Never mind. These are the pictures. All right. But it sucked because there was only room for 2 people in the room me and Chris were in. And, oh, there's more pictures on booking.com. Oh, way more pictures. Is there more pictures? Yeah, it looks like it. Dude, okay, there is. Dude, this bath on the rooftop in the morning was so good. I destroyed this. And then this was the crew slept in this area. And the van. And then Chris and Rob slept in here. And then there was a van parked outside that I slept in. I didn't know there was a heater that you could turn on. So I was freezing my ass off in this van. But I was like, it's all right. Everyone else can have the nice accommodation. But it's fucking cold. It was really cool. I kind of wish it's the kind of accommodation that one night doesn't really do it justice. You'd have to like spend like 2 nights to really enjoy it. Yeah, this was it. And they put like 2 beds here. It was cool. It was really nice. I would definitely go back there. But it was quite expensive. I don't know if I could justify going all the way out there as well. It was so far out. And then we had Telethon. That was it. Okay, and then we had day 5. That's when Rob joined, which I was super pumped about. Dude, this was the fucking shitty signal day. So we'll talk about the challenge. And there was only one real big bad part of Hokkaido that we were all worried about, and it was this day. I'll get a map of Hokkaido and explain a little bit more about it. I might get a coffee first though. So let's do that. I think it's coffee. I think it's coffee time. I think it's coffee time. I think it's coffee time, chat. So let me go and I'll get a coffee. All right, let me get a coffee real quick, chat. I'll be right back. Rob was the best Scout King. Well, we'll talk about Rob in a second. I'm going to tell you the unadulterated truth about Rob. Don't wait a second. I'll be right back, chat. I'll tell you all about that guy, Rob.
When the streamer is away, the mice come out to play. Beach, mouse, beach, beach, mouse. Beach, mouse, beach, beach, mouse. Beach, mouse, beach, beach, mouse. Beach, mouse.
Hey, yo, shout out to the Australian Cancer Council for keeping us sunburned. That shit was the GOAT. Yeah, so let's talk about when Rob joins, and the only problem. Oh no. Oh no. Let me escape! Let me escape! Ah! Okay. Skip it. Because I don't want to listen to the rest of it. Stop. Hokkaido for the first 7 days. We honestly could have done it in 6 days, but we just wanted to take our time because I think it's a weird thing, right? Because the cyclethon is about cycling, but the best parts are when we're not cycling a lot of the time, right? A lot of the good stuff or the fun stuff or the banter happens when we're not cycling. So we just wanted to give ourselves tons of time so that we could kind of not have to worry about cycling. Like there should never be a day where like, we need to cycle right now, otherwise we're going to miss this. We're going to miss the sunlight. And it's about the banter, right? It's about the side quests. It's about talking to chat, getting the donations. And the cycling is like supplementary to that. And it's like the vehicle that drives the banter, right? Like that's what brings it all together. You know, Chris being in a bad mood from cycling all day, and then he's really funny. He said, you know, so it all works out. So we could have done, there's a couple of ways we could have done this Hokkaido stretch. Chris really wanted to go from Nemuro, which I was down for because I'd never been to this area. A lot of this area in the middle, can't say there's a whole lot going on. Nemuro was cool. Obihiro in this area was really cool too. But there was a couple of routes we could have done. Like we could have gone down here in the coast and gone up here. But to save time, we opted to go over the mountains. And if you watched that day live, you'll know that was a choice. But Rob joined us this day. And so... oh, where is that? Where's my Hokkaido map? There it is. Okay, cool. Rob joined us this day. So one of the... Sorry, to explain. It would take an extra day if we go down and up, right? So it was either have an extra day or cross the mountains. And we thought, let's just cross the fucking mountains. You know, it'll be cool. And we've done mountains before, it's fine. But there's one problem in the fact that around somewhere in this mountain there is a 4-kilometer tunnel that we didn't know much about. We didn't know if it was downhill, uphill, or what to expect. And tunnels are always quite scary because there's always, in the countryside, there's always trucks and stuff. So we ended up going that way. And normally I don't look at cell phone tower maps anymore. I used to be really worried about it. I would check the cell phone towers on each route. But most parts in Japan, if there's a main road, there's a cell phone tower. So signal was never an issue until this day. The signal was definitely an issue. And I still hadn't figured out all the tech with my new bag setup, so it definitely made it harder. But the day started out great.
Welcome back, actually.
Yeah, 37, I'll remember that, 37. We had Rob join us, who just came back from cycling his own cyclethon, so he was a monster and does way more cycling than us.
We are. Alright, you ready? No. Wait, what?
And I was really happy that we finally got Rob on one, because Rob's a good friend, and you know, obviously I got a lot of inspiration from his cyclethon, so I really wanted to get him on it, because he's a really good vibe as well, and I think I'm glad that chat really enjoyed it too. And obviously the drone shots, Paul working overtime, getting all those amazing drone shots for us. The zoom in's cool. I didn't know we had that. I didn't know we had that tech. That's so cool, man. That looks great.
My sincere
It's like a police
apologies.
chase.
I thought you were a beautiful flower. Travel safe, you colourful.
I think it was beautiful.
And then, yeah, we cycled.
Good stuff.
We were cycling towards those mountains, which I thought was like really cool visually. Like I liked that we saw these mountains, we knew we had to cross them, and the whole day was kind of spent getting to these mountains. We chugged some creatine. It was the one and only day we drank creatine, which means it had no effect on our body. And we just kind of kept getting closer and closer to these mountains. And Chris was dead this day. The wind was fucking awful. We were battling the wind so much this day, and it made the starting section so tough because it was all slightly uphill, and just kept getting towards the mountains closer and closer. Had a bit of a break, and then we had to just set off and go for it. And then this is where signal started getting pretty bad. But the thing was is that I could have fixed it if I had understood the tech better at the time, but I didn't know it until... Dude, it's so annoying how it worked. The way that the new bag worked, my phone had to be connected to the same Wi-Fi as the bag. And then I had to access it via like a local network, which if you've ever had experience with this stuff, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you don't worry about it. But sometimes the Wi-Fi I was on was the same one the bag was on, and it wouldn't work. So I couldn't restart the stream and get you guys the feed, even though I had internet, and it should have worked. So it was really frustrating. So we had big, long stretches where we were gone. And then, you know, we'd come back and...
Can't connect to the...
No, it came back miraculously on its own this time. And I was annoyed because I was like, I just want this to work. And I know that, like, there's a lot of stretches where it won't work. But at this point, there was no phone signal. None of us had phone signal. No one had any signal at all.
One thing that is absolutely pulling the stream.
And so, yeah, it was we got very lucky. And so we were just cycling. Obviously, the stream doesn't look that great, but it was good enough where you could see what was going on. But you can see, like, the mountains look ridiculous, right? It's insane walking up to it. We're just kind of climbing Mordor. It's a 6-degree incline, which is just really steep, and we were already so tired from the wind from earlier, and then now we got to go up this hill. And Rob's like, this is like my normal Monday. And we're just going up this hill, and it was going great. And then I remember we got to the bridge here, and then we had tech issues, and I tried to show you the bridge. And it was good that Rob was with us this day, because if Garn was here, he would have died. Garn would have died. This would have killed Garn. But it looks so cool. Like, think where we were cycling, like, yesterday in the weather, and then looking at this where we came from. Like, mountainous, snow. And the higher up we got, it got even snowier, and then the stream died for 10 minutes. I was really sad about it. I was really annoyed trying to fix it. Finally got it back. You know, and I was really stressed because I'm dying on this fucking hill. The fucking signal won't fucking work. But it looks so cool. I really wanted to show you guys it because I thought, like, this is one of the key visuals. And I don't like to, and I know that sounds ridiculous. You're like, what the fuck are you talking about? But, like, in my head, I feel like the visual is so important to, like, imagining back the story and when we make the videos. It's such a cool way of discerning moments of the Cyclethon, and how I look back and how we tell, like, how we remember it. Like, me and Chris will remember this day and this moment so vividly just because of how stunning and how crazy it was. And like, how ridiculous it was that we were cycling in, like, a winter mountain, and then 2 days later we're in, like, a beautiful field, you know, or even a day, like, the same day. And so we really wanted to, like, get you to see all the four seasons while we were cycling. And then the stream after right away and came back. It's just crazy. Like, look at it, man. It's ridiculous. And everyone's like, yeah, this is an insane view and loving it. It was just, like, such a cool moment that I really wanted to share with you guys, because I thought, like, this is what Cyclethon is about. It's, like, about these insane moments where we're in these just edge-of-the-world scenarios. No one is cycling here. No one is even out here. But we're fucking doing it. We're surviving these roads and going up it, and it's just cool. And you guys got to see most of it, and then obviously the tunnels. The reason why the tunnel never had internet is because we just didn't have any phone signal. There was literally no phone signal on this side of the mountain. Zero. And then we got to the tunnel, which I was supposed to record, but for some reason it didn't work. And then Van Gang went back, and then we finally got through the tunnel. Dude, the tunnel was scary. The tunnel was terrifying. It was a 4-kilometer long tunnel, like 2.6 miles or 2.3 miles for you Americans. And it was downhill, and we fucking rocketed through it because we were terrified. The best way I can like describe why it was so terrifying is that it was not a whole lot of light in the tunnel, and it was only giant trucks that would pass us. And at one point, this giant truck passed us, and you hear this ominous sound coming in the tunnel from like so far away, and you can't tell which side it's coming from, but all you hear is and it's like the giant car engine rumbling, reverberating in this tunnel. And it's so loud, you can't think. And there's just 3 of you trying to cycle as fast as you can. And you're just hearing some kind of giant vehicle. You have no idea when it's about to pass you. And then suddenly, as it starts to get closer, it starts to get really intense. And then you know something's about to pass you, or you can see it coming. And so we had this giant truck that passed us, carrying giant hay bales. And it was stacked so high that it was almost touching the top of the tunnel. And I have no idea how this guy could drive with balls that big. But it was literally, I want to say like 40, 50, 60 centimeters away from touching the top of the tunnel of hay bales. It was ridiculous. The whole, like a giant truck. And every single time a truck passed us, it was so nerve-wracking. Because you're just like, I hope they see me. I hope they see me. Because you never know, right? Like there could easily be a driver who's been doing a crazy long shift. Like they even sell like in certain, like some, I don't know if they still sell them, but I used to see them a while back. They used to sell these things that would like keep your eyelids open, like the tape, in the supermarkets or convenience stores. And that is not who you want passing you when you're in a guy who's taped his eyelids open, driving a truck, to stay awake. Because people do disgustingly long shifts that they shouldn't be doing. And you're just terrified that like, all it takes is one guy's not looking, right? Not paying attention. But then we finally got out of the giant tunnel, and we finally, and Van Gang was keeping you guys company, which is great. And I'm really glad that Paul, after like, I think this day I was like, just, if the stream dies, just take over. Like, just show them something. Because the sad truth is, people just leave the stream when there's a BRB, you know? Because they get bored, which is understandable. And we finally got out of the tunnel. We made it.
I wasn't recording. Ice cold.
And then we had this amazing downhill.
40 kilometers an hour, I think.
And I started zooming in again. I don't know why I did this again.
All right, enjoy.
Enjoy. Yeah, enjoy.
Oh, it's doing the zoom-in thing. No. Okay, well, I'll catch up to them.
What's crazy is the moment we passed by this mountain, it literally became perfect signal. There was a cell phone tower right on this side of the mountain, but on the other side, there was nothing. So it was just like, what the fuck are we doing here? And,
Zoom time.
This is the only time I played gas, because I was like, we gotta have at least one. And I think this is the only really big downhill we'll have.
Oh, yeah.
It just didn't feel right.
Feels wrong not playing gas on this hill.
Yeah. I wish the break wasn't so close. I would have loved to play the whole gas song. Like, get the gas ready. Oh, the audio thing has been added. The YouTube audio muting, like AI thing, to get rid of it, so that the VOD could be monetized.
This is what I wanted.
Is it safe coasting down so fast? Yeah, I mean, like you can see the road. Like this road quality is clearly very, very good. And when it becomes bad, you just slow down, right? Like if the road quality is this good, it's super easy. The vibe was off. Well, the VOD will have it. Like in the video, it might end up making it. We have the raw recording of all the audio and stuff like that. But yeah, we're going. I don't know how fast. How fast are we going? 26. Yeah, that's like so. I think there was a problem for this speed counter the first 5, 6 days or 7 days. It says 26 kilometers an hour. It was definitely showing miles per hour, but it was labeled as kilometers per hour. Because we are not going 26 kilometers an hour, right? down there. It's like we're obviously going like 40. Well, and I'm pedaling on the highest gear going downhill. We're going really fast.
Yes!
Yeah, and this is where the stabilization looks amazing, right? Where you can just see us zooming past everything. And then unfortunately, they're all there, and I have to slow down. And then we have a lovely little picnic.
Powering over the hill.
It's freezing. We didn't get to have a proper lunch, which is fine, not a big deal, but always having a nice lunch is great. And yeah, so, and the rest of this day was pretty chill until we got to the amazing horse place. It was just like really cool, and got to meet a really cool horse, and then more amazing cinema shots.
Watching you and Mouse for years.
Yeah, just like so beautiful.
Of lives. Didn't, but about people across the world.
Like such a cool area.
This is one of the most expensive breeding places in Japan, apparently, I've been told.
From Liverpool.
From a chat.
And yeah, just a really cool horse area, really lovely, insane road quality. And then we went to the taxidermy museum with all the stuffed animals and a bunch of other old things, and we met some jet people, and it was great. And then we did we had the slide, which was the worst slide ever. And then we did a shoey.
He's cycling with that shoe.
And that was day 5. And we did stay in this hotel. It was like a horse-themed hotel. It's pretty good. They had a cento in there, like a public bath. It's nice.
Quickly.
All right, cheers.
That's so gross.
Alpha male. Ooh.
You know what the gross thing is? It didn't even taste that bad. I think the beer is too strong at killing the other flavors. I couldn't taste anything but beer. I'd cycled in that shoe all day as well. That was fine. And then the next day was day 6. Where we, again, another very windy day. But really like, oh no, we had a downwind. This day was amazing. This day was like the best cycling day.
I don't know how Rob does it.
Because we just had downwind. The wind was with us. Finally, we had great weather. The sun was out. We had a lot of distance to do, but it was super easy. The wind was pushing us. The sights were really beautiful. We got ice cream. And then you could see, like, the whole day we were cycling. Oh, nice ad. The whole day we were cycling, you could just see all those mountains. It was so beautiful. And all the scenery was great. And, like, when this camera works, man, it looks so stunning. The signal, when it was pumping out the good signal, it just looks so good. It looked amazing.
Keen to adopt that change.
And the audio's great.
It's gonna be like,
and then we had the first dollar train.
A massive
and then, yeah, Rob took Rob took over the bike, which is great.
Two in the cake. There it is. Oh my looking.
But the whole view, this whole stretch was really beautiful. It was so nice to cycle. It was so great.
Dude, you can. I don't know if there's any cloud nerds in chat, but look at that. Look at that.
Cloud nerds. Oh yeah, I forget all the clouds have different names. The type of clouds. I forget that. The columbus or something. I don't know. And this day was just amazing. And then we went to this lunch place, which was. The whole reason we went to this place was because it was supposed to have cats. And then it just didn't have a cat. The cat wasn't there. And then this poor woman, I felt so bad. These like us 8 foreign savages came in and we just wanted food, and she was struggling. She was dropping things, and it was so bad. I felt so bad for her. And I felt really bad because my food came out so cold. And like I could tell it would have tasted fire if it was warm. And I wanted to be nice because she was clearly like fucking struggling to make all this food. You know, it's not easy. Like she had to make like 8 lunches for people. And Chris's food was warm and he had a great meal. Mine was freezing, and I felt so bad for her because she's just struggling and she's dropping things. And I was like, no. And Ian found a piece of onion in his coffee. Oh, it was so bad, you know, like you're like, oh God, like it doesn't come from a place of like incompetence or anything like that. You're like, she's just clearly old and running this whole restaurant herself. She probably isn't used to having 8 people come in and order things, right? Especially me and Chris and Rob, who eat like the entire menu, you know. So you know, it was just, I felt bad for her. But the food was like, it's a shame. I could tell if my food came out, because I think she made it and then left it on the side while she was making other stuff. Maybe she forgot to bring it to me. If I'd gotten it 10 minutes before, it would have been so fire. But because I had like a fried katsu in my bowl, it just kind of like, the katsu had gone soggy. And I was like, oh, because the noodles were good, but it was just so cold. I felt bad. This was like, this must have been, I don't even, there's not even like in a moment I can pick from this lunch, but this was probably the funniest lunch out of all of them. Just because of the absurdity of the lunch place, from all the banter for like an hour and 20 minutes was like top notch. This was like the best banter for like, I think this was my favorite lunch. It was just non-stop banger jokes like throughout for about an hour. Chris asking like, what's a big chungus? Fucking less talky, more sucky, all these stupid fucking things. And Chris being like, I could talk to Victor Orban. I could, just so many fun jokes. And it was a really, really good vibe. A business gerbil. Like the amount of banger jokes that came out in this one meal was like off the charts. It was so good. I think because we were all so happy. And then the lunch was so funny. It was just a really, really, and this day was amazing. Like this, as Chris said, this would have been like one of the best days of any cyclethon until aware the last fucking hour, where like out of nowhere, after we'd raised a bunch of money with Mouse, and I promised I'd play Final Fantasy X-2 with Mouse, we suddenly got on our bikes after having the most amazing weather of our life, and it turned to shit in no time. It was this stop. After this stop, it was raining a little bit. And then it started fucking coming down. Like crazy. I wonder if it reflected on the camera. So it was kind of pretty bad right now, and then it started getting worse and worse and worse. Oh my god. Oh yeah, you can see it's getting pretty bad. You can see on the roads and all, oh my god, the camera, the build-up. Dude, it was so bad out of nowhere, dude. It went from so sunny, so amazing to like Noah's Ark. And then I had to like run in this phone booth to get like chat covered because my bag's open. I didn't want anything to happen, and then it just kept getting worse and worse. And I remember like I nearly like crashed into Chris. Lucky not on the road. It was on a side road. But like, yeah, you can just see how bad it got in the space of like 20 minutes.
Fucking came out of nowhere.
I'm not happy about it. You see Chris fucking splashing me. Look at that, man. Caught in 4 fucking K.
Go faster, mate.
And then we have to go up this. And then yeah, my camera started. This is when the camera. So the DJI camera is not waterproof at all. It's like not rated for anything. It is not meant to be in the rain. But my whole philosophy is like, look, Cyclethon is like the biggest thing I do all year. If the tech breaks, we buy more. We just get spares. I need to find out what the limit is. And the camera's like $800. But I was like, you know, this event is super important. I want this camera to do it. If it breaks, we'll buy another one. We don't worry about it. Let's just see how far it can go. Let's see how far it can go. And we found how far it can go. So it could handle light rain. Insta360 is better. No, it's not, because you can't plug that fucking thing and stream with it. So it's not even a contender. It's not even on the list of goats. All right, this is, you know what I mean? It can't even be considered. But I wanted to limit test it. So we're streaming with it, and the camera is kind of. We have like this camera. Oh, that's Pokemon. We have this, right? And so when the camera turns on, let's turn it on, right? And this is the same camera, by the way. It survived. That's me. Okay, there we go. So like that's you, right? And then like when I do this, it stays still, right? And there's only one way that water can get in, and it's like down here. But I had an angle converter for a USB, and we hot glued it. So it was coated in glue, which I think I showed on stream. I had to remove it. And so that kind of waterproofed it very slightly. So there was really no way that it could be like too damaged, but the only way they can be fucked up is that these motors here are like super sensitive, and the water would get in them and fuck it up. And so that's what ended up happening here. We'll see right now. So what ends up happening is the motors just can't, the gimbal just stops working. And then this happens basically. The camera is just going all over the place. It's just totally broken.
There is too much raining.
You guys better fucking donate. I'm dying for this.
It's kind of funny. I mean, like, again, in hindsight, it looks fucking crazy. Like, I don't know what the fuck it's doing.
The camera doesn't know what to do, lads.
But then it would occasionally come back and work, right? So now it's working. And it would be fine for a second. So I would like, you know, because they're... And then it would break again. And I was like, ah, fuck it, you know, whatever.
Well, found the limit of this camera.
Like, what is going on? You know what I mean? Like, what is the POV? And then, you know, it just kept breaking, and it was so funny. But the rain was so bad. So we did find a limit to this camera. We did find it. And I was like, you know what? Like, I'll just keep cycling, because I can't be bothered until we got to a place. Until we got to a place that was a bit more chill. And then the camera came back on, because the rain wasn't as bad. Because I think it was the rain dropping constantly on it that was causing problems. Because then after this, I think it worked mostly, and it broke one time. And the worst part is that you guys didn't see... We saw, like, the biggest collection of deers. It was like it was like right after this. You guys couldn't see it, I don't think. And I was like, dude, it was... Oh, yeah, you guys... Oh, yeah, it was like right there, wasn't it? Yeah, it was all around here. There was like 100 deers running around in this area, and I was trying to show it to you, but you guys couldn't see any of it. It was so sad. The drone would have gone crazy there, but we couldn't have known that, you know. It was so cool. There was like so close to you, like giant herds of deer running around. It was so cool. Jav deer. Yeah, it's Jav. And then we were just miserable when we ended, and then we had the weirdest fucking hotel that night. It was like the only hotel in this area, and it was like run by this old guy. It was like something out of like a horror game. You get to like the hotel, and he's like, "Ah, so desu ne." Oh, and then you want your key, and he's like, hands you this giant like key with a giant keychain on it, and we go to the room, and my room stank of something. I don't know what it was. It smelled like mold, or it was really bad. And the room had no soap in it. The bed was like, my bedboard was like wood, but with like loads of black stains on it. It was like a really bad hotel. And the bath like wouldn't run properly. It was just so shit. Like the hot water would go, like boiling water would go super fast. But then cold water would come out in like a dribble. And I was like, what the fuck is this? I've never seen this before, where boiling water comes out fast and it was just really shit. It was so shit. And then the entire night, there was whistling. There was a window that was ajar in the hallway that we weren't allowed to close. And so the entire night, you just heard like... The entire night. Everyone... I was further away. And to me, it sounded like screaming. It was so loud. But Takaru, who was really close to it, he was right next to the window, said it was like miserable to fall asleep to, because it was just like non-stop whistling all night whistling, dude. It was terrifying. And then the bottom, so we were on the 5th floor, and every single time the elevator reached the bottom, you would hear a loud stereotypical like,
Excuse me for
ding.
interrupting, Mr. Monkey.
Yeah.
But I know you just got your coffee, and him over here just drinking water.
Okay.
But Do you know anything that would go great with this water?
Yes, your gamer subs would go great with this water, I think. You should use coupon code CDawgVA, gamersubs.gg/CDawg. Yes, very much so. Yeah, so it was like whistling like crazy. Thank you, by the way. Thanks for that. I appreciate you. It was whistling like crazy the whole night. So it was a miserable sleep. The bed was not great. It's whatever, but luckily Rob got to avoid that one. He got to go home. Rob got to go home. Bastard. But we ended up going to this. It might have been maybe Chris's birthday was the best restaurant, but I think like that was like kind of fancy. But the best sleeper restaurant was this place we went to off stream. Dude, this was so fire, man. So we went to this restaurant. There was a steak restaurant in Hokkaido, and it was a Wagyu Hokkaido steak restaurant, and it was kind of like a it was kind of an odd restaurant because it was closed at certain times. Let me show you this. So it was this giant big red barn. I'll put the link in chat for it. And we went right after Rob came with us. So we went here and you can have a look at this. They had these giant, amazing pieces of steak, like sirloin steak. 300. I got a Which one did I get? I think I got the 300-gram sirloin steak. I got a 300-gram sirloin steak, Wagyu beef from Hokkaido, and it was 7,000 yen. So what's that? Like $40? And it was cooked to perfection. Like sometimes you get these Wagyu steaks and they just don't cook it great. They had cooked these steaks perfectly, and I got pictures on my phone because it was so glorious. I had to take a picture. So let me show you what it looked like. So me and Chris both got this, and I think we also got a side steak of, I think it was the Eat-all steak. No, it was there was another steak. I think it was a fillet or something else that we got on the side, 150-gram one that we shared, and it was so good. But like, if you were to buy this in Tokyo, like this steak, I think it would cost like double, or maybe even triple. But like the quality that we got, oh my god, dude, yo. Let me send this video to myself and show you. This video is pure sex, chat. You guys are all gonna be so annoyed at me for showing you this, but I have to show you. I have to show you, boys. This was like the meal that I remember as being like one of the goat meals. Show you this. Rip my diet? Yeah, bro. Sorry to anyone's on a diet right now. You're about to lose it. Let me get the pictures up. Okay. Can I download? Okay. I took a video too. I took a video. It was so beautiful. I took a video. I had to save that one. Gravity. Do another one. Dude, look at this. That was my 300-gram. And we shared that little one to the side there. Look at that. That's so delicious, man. Look at the marks on it, bro. They nailed it. They nailed it, dude. That's so good. And then, let me also, I have a video as well, so let me get the video. Let me show you the video. Any audio? I don't know if there's audio. Oh, you can hear it. Look at that. Okay, it's disappeared. Let me loop it. Look at this. Oh my god. Look at that. So beautiful. So beautiful, man. This place is good. I'll put the link in chat if anyone wants to go. If you're ever in the remote part of Hokkaido in your life. If you ever find yourself in like the middle of nowhere Hokkaido, there you go. so good. I think it was that good that I would detour for it again. Like if I was in the area, I would detour for it. Anyway. Hokkaido. Yeah, Hokkaido, so good. And then we had Gaunt join us, which I was super pumped about because Gaunt got shafted last time with like the worst weather ever. And I'm glad that Gaunt finally got some good weather. And we waited for Gaunt because we really didn't want to cycle. And we wanted to get donations up. Then Gaunt finally joined. And then the whole G2 fiasco. Oh, God. And that's great. Gaunt brought us the good luck charms for our bikes. And we had 56 kilometers to do, so not that much. Gaunt has a pretty nice leg, to be honest. It was pretty chill with some pretty hills. I needed to pee. It was really good. Some really good moments. And then we just kind of ended up cycling non-stop. What do we have for lunch this day? We do. Oh, dude, this lunch was this lunch was so good. Oh, this lunch was so good.
Diavolo.
Can I get the Diavolo?
And then this is where Chris learned about domestic girlfriend.
Real test, all right? This piece of
Confidence.
Dude, I ate so much this meal.
Call me a bellend. You watch
This place was so good. Oh, I want to go back here so bad. Fort by the Ocean, I think it was called. Oh my God, that pasta. Oh my God, I want to go back there so bad. It was so worth it, man. The ginger ale as well, like craft ginger ale. Oh, everything was great. This day was so fun as well. This was a really good day. And then Gaunt took over the bag as well, which was great for me.
Who's in here? What? What? There is some umbrellas in here.
Gaunt went into the station that no one ever goes into. Left the door open. And then we did see Van Gang go and close the door eventually. Which I can't remember when that happened exactly. I wish there was a way that this one... Oh, here we go. So we're cycling on the bike. This is so good. And people were like, close the door, Gaunt.
Shit, it's not fucking voice activated. Oh my God.
Cuts. So good.
Just kill me. How long is this message?
This is so good. This is such a great moment.
Is there a limit?
It's just so good. Just so good. I love it. That was great. Just a great little edit. Don't fuck with train attackers, man. And then, yeah, it was just a great day. It was just a really good day. Like, I think both of Gaunt's days were really good. We didn't do anything, like, essentially crazy, but we just raised a lot of money. I remember this day we raised a ton of money. Oh, we went on boat. That was right. The boat happened. And it was just a great vibe. It was good times. And really fun day. And I'm really glad that Gaunt got a good day of cycling. I'm really happy about that. And then we had... I need to bring up this, actually.
7 years working in as an employee.
The boat stream. Yeah, the boat stream happened. And we boat streamed, which unfortunately there wasn't a whole lot to show, and I felt bad.
This chair is not very comfortable.
Did I actually say my wife?
And my internet on the camera, I'm going to see what we find about the room. And my internet...
That'd be so funny if that's how I, like, revealed I had a wife. Yeah, my wife, by the way. Oh, yeah, sorry about that. Should have mentioned that earlier. But yeah, we went around the room. I had, like, the deluxe cabin.
Isn't this ridiculous?
And initially, Chris was like, I'm not going to join the stream. But then Chris joined, and that really helped a lot, honestly. So I really appreciate that Chris did that. It was really W move, as you would say.
Look at the size.
So that was really cool. My room was crazy nice, though. And, you know, the room was really good, and it was good. Good fun. Went around the ship. Nothing too crazy. I mean, it was fun. It was a good time. I won't dwell on it too much, because I want to move on and get onto the other parts of the cycle. And then we were all, dude, I remember this day was tough on everyone, because we were so tired from the boat. Because when you go on a ferry in Japan, whenever you're about to dock in, they just fucking blast the speaker like 2 hours before. So the speaker keeps going, until 1 a.m. No, midnight. No, yeah, it was 1 a.m. No, 12:30. Yeah, about 12:30, the speaker keeps going. They keep on the tannoy that you can't turn off in your room. Keeps going. Please, if the onsen, if you want to go in the onsen, go in the onsen, because there was an onsen on the boat, which is really cool. If you want to go in the onsen, go now. Go now. The onsen's available. And it's like, it's fucking 12:30. We can only get 6 hours of sleep. Please, shut up. Please. And the one thing I wish I actually could have showed you is the bath, because this is the bath that you can go on the ferry. Problem is, if you go on the ferry at night, you don't get to see it. But, oh, yeah, but look at this. Oh, they have a VR. Oh, look at that. Okay, they should have filled it for the VR, to be honest with you. But yeah, this is the bath that you can go in on the boat. It's like an onsen, kind of. Not an onsen, but it's a sento, so you can go in it. Really cool. If you want to go in the bath, you can go in this in the morning or the night. And obviously, if you were doing like a day ferry, it'd be phenomenal, because you could get in this, but I imagine it'd be quite busy. But really, really cool. Really cool they have that. I sadly didn't get to go in it, because I was so tired, and I just wanted to sleep. It was sleepy time for me. But really cool, though. But they're just shouting, fucking, get on the... If you want to go in the bath, go now, go now. You're like, fucking hell, man. It's 12:30, let me sleep. I finally get to sleep at about 1, and then at 6:30, the tannoy starts blaring again, going, wake up, drivers, wake up. And then they start playing this, like, because the boat's called the Silver Ferry, they have like this jingle that they play where they're like, it's the Silver Ferry that you rode on, the Silver Ferry, where you're like, shut the fuck up. It's 6:30. I need 8 hours. We all need 8 hours. Can you fucking stop with this fucking speaker at 6:30? And then we get kicked off at about 7:30, and we had to figure out how to get the car, because we had to change cars now. Because one fun fact about Japan, if you ever rent a car, you can rent a car and return it pretty much everywhere in Japan, except for Hokkaido. You cannot like rent a car in Hokkaido and return it on anywhere else in Japan, and vice versa. You can't rent a car from Tokyo and return it in Hokkaido. So we did have to swap one of the cars, which made stuff difficult because we had to get to the station. It was a whole... So we were really tired before this day even began. Because we'd all been awake since 6:30. None of us slept very well. We started in Hachinohe Station, which was really cool. Hachinohe is a really cool place, and I really want to spend more time there. But really cool, and it was a nice day of cycling. We went to the shrine. I remember the shrine was really cool, and we got to get the gourd, which was really nice too.
I do love a good shrine. As I've gotten older, I've come to appreciate them more.
You consider going through the coastline.
Yeah.
Problem is the roads are not so consistent, and the coastline takes a while. And there's also not a lot of stuff, so it's like you end up getting the coast, which is cool, but then you don't get any hotels. You don't get any like the convenience that you need, and the road isn't as good, and the amenities aren't good, and it just takes longer. So you end up kind of having to make concessions, right? But the shrine was really beautiful. It was a really, really cool shrine. Really nice. And I got the health charm for Mouse. We got our gourds that we flew on, that Gaunt to put on his bike but didn't take home, and then Chris unleashed his demons. But the shrine was really cool, and those cherry blossoms, was the first day we saw cherry blossoms, which was awesome. And that was like, oh, that was so reinvigorating seeing more greenery, because we hadn't seen fucking any green in Hokkaido. It was all grey, and it was just really nice. And then we got the Aomori apple juice, and Gaunt, dude, Gaunt's energy is so good. I'm really glad Gaunt joined again, and very lucky to have Gaunt as a good mate and one of my best mates. So I'm glad that Gaunt was able to join. He just understood the mission, man. He just brings the energy, and you know, even though he's cycling and dying, he just got it done. And then our bag died again. Paul took over, and then had a little bit of distance to do. We didn't do a whole lot of cycling this day. Oh, he went to the antique store. And the OG sound was so sweet. I have the camera somewhere. I gotta figure out how to use it. We were never able to figure out the film in time. This dude was so cool. I felt so bad that his wife was like, stop filming. And he's like, honey, it's okay, it's okay. She's like, no, stop filming. He's like, no, honey, seriously. It's like, oh no. I'm not trying to cause trouble. We just want to show off how cool your store was. And he was so sweet that he was like really trying to show me everything. And yeah, it just reminded me a lot of my granddad when he was still alive, that he was trying to like show me everything. And I really wanted to like, it was so tough, man, because we had to like hurry up, but I really wanted to just, I would have loved to spend an hour just watching him be like super pumped about all the stuff and like show it to me, because it was genuinely super interesting. Like, he clearly was like really talented at being able to tinker with all these things. Like, I don't understand how he even did this, or I'm sure there's like, he'd probably do it in seconds, but like, yeah, watching him be so happy about it all was really cool. And until he started playing the Beatles, I was like, I cannot stream this. I was like, you got any copyright-free Beatles songs? No, it's fine. It was great. It was really sweet. And dude, it was a cool shop, but I think we were already quite far behind this day. We hadn't really done any cycling, and so we kind of like had to catch up, and the rain was coming. So it was a bit of a shame. But then we ended up going quite a long detour to Garlic Town. Garlic Town had bad Wi-Fi, which didn't help us.
Yeah, the branding is really cool.
But it was cool. Garlic Town was good. This was also a really good meal. I'd say this was a top 5 meal too. This was really good. The garlic, some of it worked, some of it didn't work, but it was very nice. And the meal like was insane. Look at the size of this course. All of this for like $10 or less than, I think it was. What a ridiculous amount of food for $10.
I think you could read it out.
And the garlic cola was actually really nice. And the gyoza was pretty good. Yeah, really good. A good detour. And I think the banter was really good. It's a shame the tech was not working, which was pissing me off as well. I remember I was getting so stressed out with it. It was just breaking so much this day. I was getting really tired of it. We effed so many times. And I felt really bad for you guys, the chatters. Dude, this day was like 0 distance to do, but it took us so long to get it done. Because the last stretch just took forever. I think Garn was starting to get tired. Because if you're not used to cycling, like 2 days in a row is really rough. Because the first day you can normally do it, you can tank it, but the second day, people kind of start getting really tired. And so I think Garn was just getting tired. Garn had his final destination moment, which I'd love to find out where that was. Yeah, and Garn took the bag. Yeah, that was amazing too. I was just really happy that Garn got to just take the bag for the whole basically day. It was just really nice. And the whole, oh yeah, my God, this drone show was beautiful. And Garn was so entertaining and so funny. And I was just really glad that I didn't have to do much. Like, Garn got to do all the work for me. And his banter with chat was perfect. And all the views were so good. Damn, look at that. So beautiful. All the cherry blossoms. And this is going to look so good in the video when we get the 4K version of it. That we'll have in the video, the edited video.
Absolute fucking cinema, guys. Oh. Why is Japan so beautiful?
So cool. It is like moments like that do, like, that's the views that we're trying to find on the Cyclethon, right? Like, that's what we're doing it all for. That's why we're doing it. The endless cities, because you get those brief moments of just the most like stunning things that you'll never see. You'll never get to like have a moment to take in. And just sitting there like breathing it all in. I don't know, man. Something special about it. The H is so funny, man. And then Mouse joined, and that was great. And we had like the riding in the sunset, which I always thought looked really good on the camera. So cool. And we had to get Gaunt, because Gaunt had to get the bullet train. We were rushing to get Gaunt back. And Gaunt was just struggling with the hills. The hills are brutal. And there's so many cherry blossoms. It was really beautiful last stretch. But poor Gaunt, man. Gaunt was dying. And I was like backing him up, being like, you got this, man. You got it. But he had the bag, and he was entertaining chat, and the hills were killer, man. Absolutely brutal hills on this day. But the log truck, when was the log truck? It was near the end, I think, actually. If I'm not mistaken. Because we ended up staying, and I remember we passed where we stayed. We ended up driving back on ourselves for our hotel that night. Yeah, it was around here. Because we stayed in this area of the town, I think, or I was somewhere. Yeah. There's a giant golden arch somewhere that I remember seeing, and we ended up staying around there. Because this is a famous onsen town in North Japan, and we ended up sleeping there. Maybe it's further in. Actually, it should be near the ending point. Oh, the fan was so cute. That's so sweet. I can't remember where it was. 7 hours, 39 minutes. Thank you, chatters. Thank you, expert chatters.
Who said Final Destination? Not that kind of Final Destination, chat. Come on. Different kind of Final Destination. Look, there's no logs today. We're not on the highway. What? What the fuck?
That's
No
such good
fucking
timing.
way that
Holy
just
shit.
happened. What? What the fuck? What the actual fuck?
That's so good.
I literally said there's no logs today.
That's insane, the timing on that. That's so good. What a good moment, dude. Gaunt's so good at just entertaining. Like I obviously always watch Gaunt. I watched Gaunt even before I started doing YouTube, and yeah, Gaunt's just such a good entertainer. He just knows what energy to bring, and he understands the vibe and how to go along with it so well. He's so good at it. He's amazing at that. And then I remember, yeah, the accommodation this night was really cool as well. I'll show you this one in case you guys are interested. Making sure Booking.com doesn't show anything from my stuff. Count. It does. Cool. Yeah, we stayed here. This was really cool. We stayed in Kadaru Terrace. Yeah. It looks like this. It's like really cool. Obviously, it wasn't that bright. But they had like a really good restaurant. They had a really good onsen there, so that was amazing. And then, yeah, we just had a room like this. It was really nice. Really pleasant. It was really, really nice. Really, really affordable too. I think it was less than $100 a night for a room. It was really good. But the onsen was so good. Anytime we had an onsen and the sauna, oh, I love saunas, man. I'm such a sauna fiend. I love getting in the sauna, especially if we've been doing cycling. So that was a really good segment with Gaunt. And that was the last of the guests. And then, of course, Pete joined that night. So Pete joined the next day. And obviously, that was great. And this was the longest day we had because this is the day of Chris's birthday. And we had a lot of, quite a lot of distance to do, though. We had how much do we have to do today? It's not working. I didn't turn it on. 78, so a fair amount. So Pete came in, energy revitalized, brought the energy. Even though, massive credit to Pete. He's, Pete always brings the energy, but Pete was obviously always was struggling a bit because obviously Cooper wasn't doing too well. And the fact that Pete brought the energy as much as he did, yeah. I mean, I get teary thinking about it, man. Poor Cooper, man. He's doing a bit better now, but man, because I don't know how he does it. He was struggling, and he just brought the energy, man. He just brought it, even though he was struggling himself, So I think it doesn't always come off on camera, right? That we're always going through stuff and we're trying to entertain. But the day was really good. We kind of tried to cycle as fast as we could to get to Morioka. I don't think there was anything like crazy. Oh yeah, the bicycle store where Chris got his fucking backwards shot. No, Chris came in. This is really, oh yeah.
You bawled like a British man.
And no one reacted.
Michael Jordan.
You can only get in when you're not looking.
Did it go in?
It did.
Did it actually go in?
Yeah.
It went in?
Yeah.
It's on camera, too.
Yeah.
Nobody fucking said anything.
So good. Yeah, I don't want to say anything. I don't want to glaze him too much. We got some 3-pointers in. And we had like the best karaage ever. It was so good. Oh my god, the karaage was so good. This lunch place. Oh yeah, we scared them. That woman who like recoiled in horror when we pulled up here.
Happy birthday, go. Let's go. Kilometers to go and
And she comes out. Oh my god, this Pullman.
40 kilometers to go and only 20.
Oh, so bad for her. And then we had the first country war, which was a great way to get donations, and I'm glad people were on board and didn't mind the fun rivalry. Called Mouse. Yep, and just kind of cycled.
Birthday.
I didn't get him.
Oh, and then Pete took over.
Shit.
The stream.
I'm gonna tell you straight up right now.
For about an hour.
I didn't get him shit.
And we had the restaurant. And that was, oh dude, the food was so good here. And they were so accommodating. The staff were great. We'd arranged it all beforehand to film here. And they gave us like a whole floor and helped us get the cheese and all this stuff. And yeah, it was great. It was a really good restaurant. And then Pal World came out.
Oh, thank
and it was just a whole crazy, surreal thing.
Thank you to everyone for...
It looks so ominous. I love it.
This meal. Thank you.
So funny. Oh, and then, yeah, then that day, and then I think the next day, Pete had to go back because Cooper was not feeling great. And I think, no, it wasn't this day. It was the day after. It was the day after. Sorry. Oh, this was the first 100 kilometers day. Yeah, this is when the not so fun cycling part of the cyclethon start. We just have to cycle all day, every day. But it was interesting because people on the Reddit had noticed that, like, how the fuck are they going to make it to the end? Because we were so, based on the distance units we were doing before, it didn't make sense that we'd be able to, like, finish on time or get on the distance, and people had asked. But yeah, we basically went from around 60 to 70 kilometers a day to about 100. For about 4 days, we did about 100 kilometers every day. And it's fine. Like, in Hokkaido, I think it would have been a lot easier to do 100, but yeah, we just ended up cycling all day, and it was just non-stop fucking wind. This is really windy this day.
Thanks.
Amazing views from the drone yet again. But this was like the worst wind day, I think, even though the wind didn't show it accurately here. The wind on this day was particularly the worst because it was just headwind, and it was brutal, and the weather was great. But yeah, we just couldn't escape the headwind that was just relentless. Because it was all flat this day mostly. This is where I got, oh, this is the cinnamon roll day, isn't it? Just endless, endless, endless. And then we had the, oh, this place was really good lunch. The Huckleberry, I remember it's called. Had the fried, oh, so good. The demi-glace sauce, I remember it. America World, and we went on the Ferris wheel, and that was a lot of fun. The Ferris wheel was a lot of fun. I'm glad Mouse enjoyed it. And then we went into the cinnamon roll. And then my favorite screenshot came when we had Mouse in the basket. And then I was like, oh god. I could hear the boss music in my head. Yeah, this is my favorite shot. Yeah. It's so cute.
Pillaging the store.
I was spending like, I don't know, how many hundreds of dollars on cinnamon roll stuff.
Okay, that's all the cinnamon roll.
It was really fun. It was a really good vibe. But then because we were messing around there, we were so late to cycle. We had to cycle more. And cycle so far. And it just never ended. And then, dude, this was the worst section for me. I was dying on this hill. So we got off the main road, went on this bank, and it was like the wind had been magnified on this ramp. It was like hurricane level speed. And every single pedal felt like it was 4 times heavier. I was so tired. I wanted this to end so badly. This is 13, but I feel like it was way worse than
I
that.
got the map up. It says we can go down here.
There was nothing to stop the wind, so we were just getting destroyed. And I just wanted that. I wanted the day to end so bad. I hated it. I hated this day so much. In the end, I wanted. It was miserable. And then we finished in.
Is massive. But this is a short stay area here.
This Ichinoseki, I want to say. Ichinoseki, I think. Even me trying to use Chris as a windbreak, it wasn't good enough. Why did we go for food here? Oh, we went to Yakitori. We had Yakitori. Yeah, Ichinoseki. It was a cool town. Not a bad town. It was kind of interesting. The reason I like doing this is because we just find towns that I would never normally go to. There's like not a whole lot going on in these towns, so it's kind of cool to stop and see some places. Pete brought the energy as always. I mean, yeah, this is a really good day. I like this day, although the end was brutal. This day kind of was rough because Pete left, and then the rain. It just started raining. It was supposed to be really bad, but then it kind of stopped. But then it was all just murky all day. So you're kind of like, ugh, you don't feel great. And then we just have to cycle so far, like another 100k, in just really shit weather. You're just kind of like, ugh. But then we saw the cool train. Wait, let's go to the train. Sorry, I'm kind of skipping through it quite fast, as I always do. We cycled pretty fast in the start. And then we saw the Shrine of Fertility. Well, the penis and vagina statue. And then there's a giant train behind a ramen restaurant. Which was like, what? Yeah. Just so random. And then and then we had the cheese board. The cheese board was so good. The cheese was so good. Unironically, this cheese was phenomenal. I've had some bad camemberts in my time, but it was so good. The camembert, the Edam, I don't know how to say it. Top notch, lads. Good shit. The mouse joined us, that was really fun. And then we cycled all the way to lunch. Oh, dude. This ramen had no right to go as hard as it did. Did we get a close-up? I hope we get a close-up. Dude. This was like possibly the top 3 ramens I've had in Japan. This was genuinely like outstanding. Look at mine, bro. And mine is more seared than Chris's, I feel like. Did we zoom in on mine? Karage was good. We got the non-alcoholic beer for Mouse. Which, I won't lie, not a great thing to cycle. Who decides on the restaurants? Nabby and Ian just look beforehand and just kind of pick something. And then they kind of call up and see if it's okay if we can go in and if it's okay for us to just stream ourselves. Dude. Oh my god. Look at that, man. Look at the crisp on the outer chashu. The broth is so thick and spicy. The pork was so tender. It was so good. I won't lie though, cycling after ramen, miserable. You are so full and oily, not good. But yeah, this was like top 3 I've had in Japan. Genuinely. Well worth, if you're in the area, going for the detour. And it was like a biker's store. Not our bikes, the other kind of bikes. So yeah, it was really good. And then it was like miserable cycling. Remember, this was like horrible hills. Never ending. Chris is miserable. My bike started acting up. I think this last leg of cycling wasn't too bad. The day before was definitely worse, but I think I just wanted it to end because you're just so tired, chat. You're so tired, but everyone's so excited, and so it's like you constantly have this dichotomy of like, I'm so hyped that we're doing this, but my body is begging me to stop. All the oil makes your cycling legs move smoother. True. And then like when the bike's being like fucking squeaking, you're like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening, and I want to stop. But we made it to Sendai Station and had a nice dinner that night too. It's really nice. We went to a really good restaurant for Charlotte's birthday off stream, and that was really good. And I think Chris was happy to be in Sendai, and it wasn't too bad leaving the city the next day, but getting into the city kind of sucked. Sendai's huge. And then we got stream sniped by some really nice ALTs. They were really sweet. A pretty good day, but really sad that Pete wasn't there, obviously. We were, you know, I think we were all missing him quite a lot. And then Pete came back, and it was great. And I remember this day was really good weather, I think. A lot of bad traffic. I don't remember much from this day, actually. What happened this day? This is so recent. Why can't I remember anything? Oh, I remember this one. I remember this one. This is the one where we... Yeah, I remember this one. We... Already forgetting. Yeah, we did open a lot of Pokemon cards this day. Yeah, I remember this. Oh, the Italian restaurant, the pizza place, the Calzone. Oh, I was electric this day. After this pizza, I don't know, I think this guy might have put, like, cocaine in it. I was so pumped after this pizza. We had an amazing lunch. This is where Pete gave all his hot takes. Breath of the Boring.
So much stopping, and what could be... How long is a quarter in NBA? 15 minutes? 12?
We're talking about sports.
Because he shouted.
Let me get rid of the meddlesome priest. Yeah,
You can start like a peanut shop.
Oh, the calzone was so good. And that's where I learned how to eat a calzone. I didn't know you had to pick it up and rip it, but I'm down.
This is from NotBot95 Canada this year.
But really great place. The guy was really amazing, really chill. And the second pizza I got as well, the sausage one, so good. Really good. But yeah, really good restaurant. And then I remember this cycle was just long. I think we did anything else this day other than just banter and have a good time and fucking vibe. Oh, I ripped my pants off. Oh, this is where we got like the crazy good views.
Feel the wind on my skin.
Yeah. The view is stunning as we came out from here. The mountains look incredible.
Stunning.
As I just said there. After you like got down this hill. Yeah, it was so cool. And then I ripped my pants off. They already had a hole in them, so it wasn't too hard to rip them.
Already.
Get this shit off of me!
Oh god. Yeah, that went well. And then we cycled. I was really pumped. Oh, Pete did the amazing dancing. Forgot about that. I didn't get to see this.
You'll hear a saxophone.
Meanwhile, I'm just making a smoothie. Oh, wow. Look at him go. Hell yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Oh my god. He's the goat. And the camera angle is great too. So good, dude.
Let's go! you ain't quitting.
I'm literally just making a smoothie inside as well.
Oh, the guitar's coming in.
Oh my god. He's the goat. Oh, so funny. Oh, he's so funny, dude. Oh god. And then yeah, we just cycled, called Mouse, made it all the way to the end. And oh, we met the cat.
Oh, hello. What's your name?
So cute. I think I had the woman that said I was handsome. I'm never letting that compliment go down.
They have a triangle cut into their ear.
That also.
That can mean.
But yeah, that was that day. It was a really cool Nihon Matsu, I think. And everyone in the town was really sweet that I spoke to as well. Everyone was really, really nice. Really cool town. We had some great yakisoba in this town for dinner as well. It was really nice. And then day 13, another fucking long day of cycling. Just a slog of 100 kilometers, just getting through it on the 4, just following the same road the whole way. But it was really fun though, and we were opening Pokemon cards. It was a really, really good day. And Pete obviously just brought the energy all the time. I'm sorry, I'm just skipping through it all. I'm trying to find... Oh yeah, and then, oh my god, my thing died. That's right, and they took over. Yeah, my thing effed, and then they took over the stream. That's right. And Pete was doing amazing carrying the stream. I appreciate him so much. He was just carrying so hard. And then we had like the most amazing fried chicken ever. Oh, it was so good. Oh, this place was so good. Yeah, it was great. East Sky Chris Day. Yeah, this is where Chris nearly got hit by a truck. That was not a good idea from Chris's part. You know, stream kept dying. Bang Gang took over. We came back. All good. And then, sorry, I'm skipping through it. I feel like it's so recent as well, where I also am like, it was just, you know, it was the boys doing the thing. We got it done. Pete's Worm. Pete's Worm was legendary. Oh, and that's where Chris took me down the fucking bumpiest road ever. Thank you, Chris.
What? You said it.
But it was a good day. Very windy, again, as you can see, 15 kilometers, not fun. But it was a good day. I think like there was the only bad... Was there any bad day? No, the only miserable day was the really windy... The day when Pete left, I'd say was probably pretty sad. Because he'd left and the wind was so bad and the conditions were they just were terrible.
Back alley roads.
But then we saw the double train, which Chris kept memeing up into oblivion. 2:20 is when Chris... Okay, thank you for the VOD watchers. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And this guy's turning left.
So we saw this guy probably saw us coming up for quite a while. But yeah, I guess...
I don't want to go on the road with these trucks.
yeah.
And this guy's turning left, my god.
So I literally audibly said it. And I see Chris go and I'm like, whoa.
Oh my god.
Monka.
Brother.
I mean, yeah. And so... I think Chris got really annoyed because some of the comments were like, "What? Chris is so dumb. Why did he go?" Chris said right of way, but obviously right of way doesn't matter if a truck hits you, right? So it's like Chris has every right to go there, but you just shouldn't because you'll die. You know, like pretty much the TLDR. Oh god, that's the exact scenario they teach you in truck driving school. Yeah. I mean. You know, at the end of the day, you're the cyclist, and even if you are in the right and you should go, you still die. So, you know, better to just not take the risk. But I can't believe he just went for it. So that was crazy. Yeah, you can be righteous, but you'll end up in the grave. So you'll be right, but you'll be in a grave. So, you know, it's your choice. Which is why I was like, I'm good. I'm good. I'll let you take this one. I'll let you take this one. But yeah, no, it was a good day overall. Very fun. We crushed another 100K. I think next time I don't know, I think I would still do less distance. I think 80K is a good sweet spot. Because 80K we don't have to rush, and we can actually take our time at breaks and stuff. 100K is just that kind of range where we have to find ourselves kind of having to rush a bit more. And so we end up not getting to hang out with like Pete as much as I'd like to. But, you know, Pete's also doing his own stream too. But it was, I think it was great. It was great. It all worked out in the end. And then day 14, one of my favorite days, I think everyone probably feels the same, was the day we had the mouse pad on, which I was also like worried about because I didn't want the fucking tablet to fall off. And I didn't know how it would work with text-to-speech, mouse, Pete, Chris, all of us. And I was just really worried that I didn't want it to be like, I didn't want mouse to feel left out. And I didn't want anyone to feel left out, but yeah, it was a really fun day, and Mouse's karaoke was just so good. I wonder if someone timestamped all the songs. No. Someone will, hopefully. But the Mouse was singing. It was amazing. It was so good. And it worked out really well. It added a lot to the stream, I felt like.
I died yesterday for like 30 minutes. I just started blasting Nando Demo, Nando Demo, and it was soothing the soul.
Is Mouse still?
Yeah, okay.
We just zip tie Mouse with the mount just to make sure.
Take her home.
It was so good, man. Such a fun day. I feel like it was really fun. I was really bummed that the flower park didn't work as well as I wanted it to. The signal was just, I did not anticipate it was going to be like that. Obviously, 'cause I've been there before. We hadn't been there in season.
Why is he ruining it now?
But yeah, the wisterias were stunning. And I'm still happy with it, and I think it worked well. I'm just sad that it wasn't better connection, and we didn't have a bit more time to go around. But overall, I felt like it was really fun, and we got to see all the flowers. So it was really fun, but I was just a bit sad that we had to kind of rush, and the signal wasn't that great. Because we had like cycled so fast that we could go here and have time today for it. But it was, you know, ultimately I still think it was worth it. And then we had one last stretch of cycling, and Pete was great, and the mouse. It was just such a fun day. All the banter was really fun, and mouse was so fun and added a lot to the stream. And the mouse was singing all like these emotional songs, and I'm like cycling, trying not to cry, while mouse is just singing like. It was so good, man. But I'm like. His mouse is just so good at singing. It always just makes me tear up.
Go for it.
The mouse hits it. So good. It's so good. Oh man. So good. So good. And what a fun day it was. And yeah, one of my favorite days of the Cyclethon for sure. I feel like Mouse made it really, really good. So I was really happy with it. And then the final day, which started off, you know, like, I think one of the big worries I had of this Cyclethon was that, like, you know, I think a lot of people were like, "Are we going to hit a mill?" Like, that's the whole thing that everyone's asking me. Like, do you think we're going to hit it? We're going to do this? And, you know, and in my mind, I'm like, I'm just trying to cycle, and I'm trying to raise as much money as possible. And I'm not thinking about it. But everyone else keeps asking me, like, we got to hit a mill. We got to do this, you know. And I'm just like, that's cool, but that's not, like, it's not everything. Like, that would be amazing, and I would love that. And that's heartwarming if we get there, but, like, that's not what I'm doing it for. I'm not doing it to raise $1 million. I'm doing it to raise as much money as I can. And so I think that there was a lot of pressure on the last day, but I also think that people were waiting for the last day to donate a lot as well, which is fine, because I don't mind. But it's like, we can't get that amazing last day unless everyone's kind of involved in the first earlier days. So I was really, really glad that we'd raised a ton of money, and then last day, it was, you know, everyone was super down and came in and donated a ton of money, and it was, you know, it was incredible. And the last day was amazing again. You know, people loved it, and we raised, you know, I think somewhere in the range of, like, I don't know how much on the last day. It was a lot. Over 350,000, I think, in one day, I think. And you know, it was good. The weather was perfect. The signal was great the whole day. We had only one F the entire day. Pete was on the bike, which was so fun. And the energy was just great. The energy was great. Everyone was donating.
Oh my god.
I think Pete was having a good time, although dying. It was just, it was a really fun day. It was going so well.
Silent for a minute. I believe it's the last day of Cyclethon 4.
And Pete was so funny on the bike. I could hear Pete from so far away as well. That man knows no volume control. It's so funny.
Let's go chat.
315k on last day. Yeah, incredible, man.
Hello from North Carolina.
Hello.
It's been a great 2 weeks watching Chris's cake and calves.
And the wind was pretty bad, so it was. I mean, must have been hard for Pete. The wind was not fun.
I don't know, man. It would be crazy. It would be amazing, but
yeah, the text speech was struggling to keep up, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. And then we went to, like, the world's busiest place. I mean, that image. Okay, not that image. That sums up the Cyclethon for me. Just laughs. That's what it's all about. It's about just fucking banter with the boys and struggling and getting on that bike, and eating food and cheese and all that, you know? Like, I think that's ultimately what it is laughter, right? I think that's what it's all about. Have a good time. We had a giant donation war. It was amazing. Again, the quality was great. The stream quality kept up. And then we went to the world's fucking busiest roll host. And the bitrate was terrible. I'm so sorry about that. Oh my god, you had to watch this. Oh my god, this is such bad quality. Oh my god, I'm so sorry it's like that for like an hour. You poor people had to watch that.
Me too, man. Me too.
I was really close to being like, we should just bail on this. We should go somewhere else. But I think Chris genuinely would have killed me if I even suggested it. Because I think he wanted roll host so badly. But I was very, very close before we ordered to be like, we should just go somewhere else. We should just... Because this is ridiculous. And then we, Chris took over the bike, which is nice to have.
Road to 1 million.
But yeah, it worked out really... What the fuck?
Kagoshima and call him Plutonium Pete. Is that what you're going to shout to Finish.
You don't seem to like crowds. I hate crowds. I hate crowds. But I think, like, also, crowds are bad streaming experience. Like, I think, like, being in a massive crowd is miserable for chat. It's miserable for me to be in. Like, I hate crowds. Crowds suck. Not like, okay, crowds like at the end of the cyclethon, very different from a crowd of like people are trying to do things and like you're just kind of like shoulder to shoulder and you're just like, this is, it's not fun. I just don't like it. I don't like it. And yep, cycled on and then ended up braking. We got Mouse on the pad. I felt bad. I was rushing Pete. I was like, Pete, we got to go because we, you know, we wanted to get to the end at like 4 p.m. initially. But it was obvious about halfway that it wasn't going to happen because we just weren't cycling fast enough. And it's not Pete's fault. The traffic lights were like killer. And Chris was also going, I think he was going slow in consideration of Pete. But yeah, I was like, we got Mouse on the iPad and that was great. That was a fun, really fun like last stretch. Yeah, isn't it Golden Week in Japan? Yeah, which is why it was like doubly crazy. And then we, you know, cycled to the end. And it was, dude, these lights yesterday were so bad. It never fucking ended, man. And then we hit a mill. Yeah, we hit a mill around, that's right, yeah, here. Chris is in the toilet.
It's 998 on my screen.
It's 99. It's 1 million in my heart.
Oh wait, it might be bugged actually.
997.
997.
It's 997 right now.
Okay.
What a bunch of amazing people. Oh
the donors are coming in so fast, it's breaking my thing.
What's your heart rate must be...
But you've healed my heart.
Oh shit. Somebody's matching donations. Wait!
Who's matching?
Ludwig is doing donation matches!
Who?
Ludwig.
Lud, you crazy bastard!
Alright, with that, I think we're at $1 million! $1 million!
Oh man.
Let's get it! Wait, give me 2. Yes!
Nice.
Give me one of these.
Yeah! Give me 5. Give me 5. Boom.
And then of course Chris is in the toilet.
Okay, great.
$1 million!
I go to the toilet for 1 minute. I go to the toilet for 1 minute.
It's so on brand. It's so on brand that he's in the fucking toilet when we hit $1 million. And then yeah, we cycled all the way to Tranor No Hills. And we got there. And then I was getting a little bit nervous, obviously, because we have to go up that tower.
That was the end point from the last one.
That was the end point from the last one.
Tower. But this tower's better.
And what was I going to say? Yeah. Oh, and people, it was so cool. There was so many pictures of, I think people posted a bunch on the Reddit of like, you know, this, of like the cafe that we had. It was really cute. Sorry, I'm just going to go to the CDawg Reddit and see what people put. I'm stalking. Hello. I've been watching a Cyclethon VOD every day and it ruined my life. That's funny. Okay. What is that? Yes, I posted an edit. Stay calm. Oh, it's same finish. Oh my god, they're back. What the heck? What the heck? can't watch it. It's too cringe for me. Yeah, we had a big screen that was there at the finish line, and people were watching, and apparently everyone cheered. Like, Chrome went crazy when we got 1 million, which is awesome. But it was really cool to see all the pictures of people who were watching. Yeah, like, it was so cool, man. So I think it was a lot more better. I don't know if anyone was there who was there in chat. Sorry, I don't know if anyone was there in person who's in chat right now. I can test if it was a lot more fun. Rob was there too. I didn't even get to try the coffee. That's so sad. I mean, I hope it was a better viewing experience and like better,
While waiting,
easier to
I
wait.
got anxious cause peeps kept being negative Nancy's about the finale being short despite the
Yeah,
wait.
yeah, I know.
But
yeah.
the entrance, Pete's energy, the speeches, and Rob watching quietly atop the hill blew it all away, and it was an amazing experience.
Yeah, we didn't stay that long. We kind of did the big finish, and then we didn't really have anything else, and we don't really have much to do. And it's always an awkward thing, right? Because there was a big crowd of people, and it's like if we start taking pictures, we'll be there all day. But we need to go and pack everything away and put it all away. So we took a couple of group photos, but yeah, just kind of had to go, unfortunately. And I hope that's why I tried to make it so that at least like, okay, if we're not going to be there long and it's going to be like a 30-40 minute big energy, big celebration to be a part of, I'm hoping that at least if you were there watching, you got to be in that crowd energy, got to get a monkey latte, got to watch on the big screen with everyone else. I just thought it would be hopefully a lot of fun people who were there. And I'll hopefully if we do this again, I'll try to make it so that we can get a big screen as well, so you guys can watch again if people go. So yeah, it was really fun. I didn't know Rob was in the crowd. If I knew Rob was in the crowd, I would have told him like come up and say thanks as well for joining. But people went, and someone was trying to come from Hanover Airport. But yeah, I think those are all the pictures of the cafe. I think. Yeah. Okay. Cool. And then yeah, we going up to the finish line, and yeah. So sorry to people who wanted us to stay.
And just an additional funny thing: the amount of strong zeros in the crowd was amusing. Especially since most of us had the monk latte too.
Hey, that's my diet too, man. A alcoholic beverage after my coffee. That's how we do it. So we go up, and then this is where I think they realized we were coming up.
To see CDawgVA in the flesh. It's an experience.
We got a really good photo here of us coming up.
It's hard to put into words seeing Connor in real life. You think he's good on the screen? Wait till you see him in person.
Don't know about that.
It's incredible.
Dude, that looks like a lot of people.
Oh wow, really?
Looks like a lot of people.
Dude, that first woo is always so nerve-wracking.
Yeah, who's happy, Chris? Who's happy?
I never know what to do.
What do we do, Mouse? What do we do?
Mouse, play cool.
What do we do? Holy shit.
And then it's kind of like in the front of the geek staff are like, what are you doing? Get out of the way.
Oh, no.
It's so funny.
Okay.
Then I feel bad because I'm like, oh, what do I do?
Where we going? Oh, where do we go? Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Oh, everyone's so sweet. And then I thought like, oh, let's take the bikes up.
This way? Oh, cool. Where do we go? Straight through that, follow the path. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, with the
But then they do like, oh no, the venue said we weren't allowed to take our bikes on the grass. I was like, oh, okay. Even though we rented it out, we can't just roll our bikes over there. So I was like, all right. Badass afro, yeah, Jordan's afro is legendary, so good. So we weren't allowed to take our bikes on the grass, which is a bit of a shame, but that's Japanese rules, I guess.
Hi, guys.
And we walked through the crowd. It's so cool seeing everyone. It was like so nerve-wracking, you know, as well.
Oh, wow.
And I feel bad. I'm high-fiving some whole mouse. I don't know what to do. And I'm like, oh god, oh god.
Yes. Nice one, lads. How you doing? How you doing?
All right, thanks, man. All right. We repeat.
Yeah, I don't know why we can't have a bike on this. Hey, whatever. Japanese rules. And there was a finish line that we had to go through. I love this clip of Chris. Chris fucking ripping through the... It's like the fucking Weekend video. Oh god. Dude, it like, I swear, it was like nearly... when I first got hit by it, it was like strangling me. And I had to like fucking pull it off. And I think Pete got it even worse than me. Pete was absolutely coated.
So excessive. There's so much.
I think because they wanted something that was easier to clean up, but it inadvertently was so annoying. And then it obviously ripped off my mic, which you can see there. That's my mic that was ripped off my chest. And luckily, I think people picked it up and were gracious enough to give it to me. And I was panicking, and you'll see in a moment. Not panicking, but trying to figure it out. I was trying to make sure Mouse was in shot. And I was talking to Paul, I'm like, Paul, my mic's in the fucking crowd. We need the fucking mic. Because now the mic's at someone's feet. And the mic's going to come on the stream, and then they can't hear us. So I was like, kill the mics, kill the mics.
Ladies and
He's
gentlemen,
like, I don't know how.
this is our goat. An amazing guy doing amazing
thank you,
things.
thank you. Thanks,
you,
man, I appreciate
Monkey,
that.
for being the best there is.
So I'm trying to fix it, and I'm like, kill the mic, just disconnect the mics. He's like, I don't know how. You can't disconnect the mics. I'm like, the fuck do we do? And I was like asking the viewers in the audience, I'm like, do you have a mic? Does anyone find the mic? Can you stop and look for it? And someone found it, luckily, saved the stream, luckily. And then, yeah, Pete's stream also effed as well at the last moments, annoyingly. But just so you know, the stream did continue a little bit after the stream died, but Paul did record it. So we do have a bit of the recording still going.
Oh, man. You want to say hi, Mouse? Wait, where's your speaker? Where is it?
I don't know. Is it there?
I think it's close. Hi, guys!
So yeah, it was great. And Pete gave an amazing speech.
It is my genuine pleasure.
Oh, dude, Pete made me fucking cry instantly, dude, when he was being so sweet about me. I was like tearing up instantly. I'm like, God damn. The onion cutting ninjas already.
Introduce my good friend. And I want to hear a ton of hoots out there. The man, the myth, the legend.
I was trying not to cry so bad. I'm whole Mouse as well, and I want to be a bit more animated, but I'm like, Everyone was so sweet though.
When I obviously, I just want to thank you all so much.
I didn't write a speech. I had like a list of people I wanted to thank. That was about it. And I forgot to thank Ian and Navi. And I knew I was going to forget someone. And Takeru. I felt so bad. But luckily, Pete remembered.
I hope you enjoyed.
I forgot. Dude, I'm trying to remember everyone. There's so many people that I need to thank. And I always forget, man. And then, yeah.
The Cyclethon Cafe. Obviously, we were a little late. That's because Chris was directing us. I apologize.
Whoa.
And I'm so sorry that you've all had to listen to Todgers and... How many...
I won't replay the whole speech, but yeah.
Being a good friend to Mouse, but Mouse is a good friend to me as well.
Makes you tear up thinking about it. God damn. Yeah, because, like, I don't know. When I was on the bike, I'm trying not to tear up now thinking about it. But people would always send me messages. They're like, dude, it's so good what you do for Mouse, man. It's like, it's so sweet that you do all this for Mouse. It's like, man, like, you know, like Mouse helps me out a lot. Mouse is always there for me, you know? So it's like, I'm trying to be like, why does no one ever say that? So, yeah, sorry. I'm getting sad thinking about it. Don't cry. I used my tears already. So, and I really wanted to say that because I was like, I just wanted to make sure that. And then Mouse's speech was so good. Mouse's speech was so good.
Thank you, Connor, for doing this amazing event. It's crazy because like when we were coming up here, I just kept thinking about how when I first got diagnosed with DVID, I just didn't know what to do with myself. And
Such a good speech.
what the fuck was going on in my life, and it was so hard to find information, and the immune deficiency.
I was just trying not to cry. Again.
And I'm just really glad that we can still help support the Immune Deficiency Foundation so that they can be there for other people like me, and they don't have to go through the same thing that I went through. So thank you guys so much.
Thank you guys so much.
That was such a good speech. Yeah, Mouse nailed it. Because I wanted to make sure I spoke about the charity, because that's the whole reason we did this. So I'm really glad that the Mouse spoke about it. And that Mouse, sorry. And the Mouse was like really, like spoke about it in a way that was really, really helpful, I think. It was really good. So, yeah, sorry, I'm going to cry again. And we had the Van Gang come up, and yeah, it was good. And then we were on stage for maybe like another 15 minutes after this. We really weren't there for long. We were there for like less than an hour. Not even. And so, yeah, I can understand if some people were upset that we weren't there for longer, but it's like, we weren't there to put on a show, you know? Well, we weren't there to do like a whole 2-hour like theatrical thing. It's like, we're just there. It's the ending. Like, you know, we wanted to just have the celebration with everyone. There was never any great plan for it to be some giant fun event or some kind of show. It's like, let's just all be there. Let's celebrate the end. Let's have all these people just fucking cheer us on and then have that amazing moment. And I'm glad that a lot of people had fun, and I hope that there wasn't too many negative Nancy's. You didn't enjoy it. Sugary Requiem, thanks so much for the 10, man. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you. Yeah, I like that's what it always is, right? It's the celebration of the cause, and hopefully people got to make new friends and meet some other people who like the support the event and watch the channel and stuff, and enjoys everything that we do. So I really hope that everyone had a good time. And there's so many of my friends that were in the crowd that I didn't see, and I felt so bad that I couldn't say hi because we just had to get out of there. So like when the stream ended, we just had to get we got shuffled away before like obviously people wanted to start coming up and ask for pictures. And there was one, this guy said, so as we were leaving, there was a guy who's a kind of a big guy, like I don't know, like 6'2", and he's really like big, and he had a kid with him, and he goes, "Can I have a picture?" And then we're just trying to get out of there, and I was like, yeah, sure, okay, yeah, real quick, please, because if you say, the problem with taking pictures sometimes is that everyone then wants a picture, and then if you say yes to one person, you kind of got to say yes to everyone, and I feel really bad when I don't, if any of you guys had saw me on the street, we would take a picture, you know what I mean? But when there's a crowd, it's like, we're just trying to get through this, we got to return the rental cars, we got to pack up and stuff, like, there's a whole thing we had to do, because what we did after this was just go back and unpack everything, which is so boring. So, we normally just end up not taking pictures or one big group photo, right? But then this this guy, I don't know why this stuck with me. It was so weird what he said. He was like, "Can I have a picture?" And then we were like, trying to figure it out. He's like, "You have to take a picture with me. I have a kid." And I was like, "What?" He's like, "You have to take a picture. I have a kid with me." And I was like, "What?" I was like, "Okay." Top 10 things to make me think you found a kid. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I was just like I was so bizarre and weirded out by that comment. And I don't know if he like just said that awkwardly and didn't mean to make it sound as weird as it did. But in my head, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, okay. And he just had a little, like a 5-year-old kid just standing there. And I was like, what does the kid have to do with this? I was so bizarre. It was just such a whiplash after all of that, you know, and I felt so bad because there's so many people who like wanted to take pictures. And if anyone was there, I'm so sorry that we didn't have time to take pictures. I wish there was a way that it would make sense that we could. But there's just no way we could get through everyone who would want to take pictures or sign things, right? So, but I hope that just being there was enough, and the energy of the crowd is more than enough, and being there and being in that moment and being a part of something special. I hope that is worth it, you know? Because I'm always worried when I ask people to come to something in person. I'm like, come show up. Yeah, I want it to be fun. I want it to be worth your time. I never want to invite you guys to something that isn't worth it. And I really care about that a lot. So yeah, appreciate you guys. Understandable. Maybe there's some way we could do like, yeah, I don't know. I'm sure there's some way we could figure something like a VIP where the money goes to charity or something, but then we're so dead after cycling. It's like, does that make sense? I don't think so. But yeah, that was really weird, that guy. And then as we were loading up in the parking lot, some fans came over and it was fun. Like we chatted a bit and then we headed off, packed all the stuff. Took forever to unpack all the stuff. Then we finally went to all the crew, we all went to a bar afterwards, got some food and some beers, and it was really fun. It was nice. It was a good way to end it. There wasn't anything crazy. I was still stinky after my cycling stuff, so it was just nice, you know, being able to finally relax. We all were like, we're done, you know? So it was really good. It was a really good way. And then I woke up at 6:30 a.m. again, god damn it, and here I am talking all about it. But it was a really fun. It was a really good time, and it was a really special cyclethon. I don't want to start this talk of which one was the best and that, but this was an amazing one, and I'm really happy. And yeah, like, I think I feel like this year the internet has been like so toxic and so horrible to be on, and I've really not enjoyed being online a lot of the time this year. And I'm really glad that we were able to do something like this, where at least for like 2 weeks it was just nothing but good vibes, you know. Like there was like, I felt like it was cool to have that space where people who wanted to interact with the Cyclethon, or at least just be a part of it, just got fucking immaculate vibes for 2 weeks. And there's no bullshit, any of the fucking drama that's going on. You're like, okay, cool. You know, the sensationalization of everything is just so frustrating, and it was really fun. And the Cyclethon felt really different, where more than any other Cyclethon, there was so much like, there's always just so much drama and bullshit going on, like, and then like politics and fighting, and everyone's angry online. So this one felt like really significant for me personally, and the fact that it was so cool to just have this event where everyone was just like coming together, trying to raise some money, trying to have a good time. And people, you know, before this, they're like, well, they're not gonna raise this much money, they're not gonna do this because the world's a lot more unstable and all this stuff. And that's like, how about fuck that? How about when everyone wants to get together and do something fucking cool, and when everything lines up and everyone believes in something, it all comes together.
Standing did not count as warm-up. Kidding aside, we become less and less deserving of the light that you guys are. Congrats again to everybody. For those of us that can't, all of us that can, will. Thank you.
Appreciate you. I think despite, you know, it's a pretty miserable fucking time to be on the internet, and I'm glad that we were able to make for 2 weeks have a slice of something good going on, you know. And I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed not having time to go on Twitter, not having time to go on YouTube, and just fucking be invested and have a good time, man. It was so good. And yeah, I had some other thought that I forgot to say. Not as eloquent as I would love to be. I think there was something else that I meant to say before, and I can't remember. I forgot. I'll be honest, I think we need to hit a mill. Then this community put up 300k in 6 minutes. Yeah, because dude, when I, like, you know, there was, I feel like just, I was really excited to do it again this year, and I'm glad that, you know, I think we proved that, you know, Chris, Mouse, me, Pete, the community is so amazing. Like, all the viewers that people come to watch the streams are like just so amazing. And I appreciate that, like, when push comes to shove, you guys always show up. Australia, no. Like, hey, doesn't matter what's going on, everyone showed up. And like this time we had so many big people who donated so many amounts of money. But last year I felt like, I remember having way more like YouTubers and big personalities donate a lot more, which not the point where I'm like, where were they this year? Not the point. But the point was that there was so much more about like the community just being like, fuck it, we'll just raise all fucking their money. Let's do it. We don't need these rich oilers. We'll just fucking do it. But then Greyhound and Shadow Sweeper are like, yeah, what's up? And Lone Wolf, you know. Like, it was all from the community, and like, I think it just showed, right? Like, I think we just have an amazing viewership, amazing community, like, that just wants to be a part of these cool things. And I will always make the events that I do, I want them to be about like an authentic experience, like the vibes you would get with your friends on a road trip. That is all I care about. I don't care about doing the greatest thing of all time, $1 versus $1,000, that kind of stuff. Like, all I want the events to be is just what I want YouTube to be, is just good fucking vibes with your friends. So that's what I'm trying to do. And I'm glad the Cyclethon was that. And don't forget, next month, less than a month away, we're going to be doing the Wales trip. We're doing 5 days of streaming across Wales with Pete, because Pete's grandma's from Wales. And I found out everything about Pete's Welsh family side. I found out all about it, all the way back to the 1700s.
Just wanted
I
to
found
say
out everything.
Thank you so much for everything you do. I've been
Thank
very
you.
sick and almost didn't make it a few times.
No.
But I managed to buy a hoodie and shorts.
That's so sweet. Thank
You're
you
an
so
amazing
much. I
monk,
appreciate
less
that.
than
That's so
3.
sweet. Thank you. That's so sweet of you. Thank you, seriously. So yeah, the whale stream's gonna be really fun. That'll be next one. So it's not gonna be like an RV. Don't expect an RV. It's gonna be a lot of driving, a lot of chatting, a lot of like looking at things, not a lot of activities. It's more like hanging out with me and Pete while we go around Wales. Because there's not like there are activities we can do, but I wanted it more to be about just showing off some really cool things in Wales. So it's going to be just showing off a bunch of stuff, going around, driving. So lots of lunches, lots of dinners, cool accommodation. It's going to be really fun. It's going to be very chill vibes. Think of it as like a podcast with me and Pete that lasts all day while we go around and do some cool shit. That's what it's going to be. And then we'll go to my parents' house. Well, I'll show you guys my family and stuff. We'll do a little barbecue at my house, hopefully, if the weather permits it. So, yeah, we'll see. So it'll be really fun. I think you guys will get to see a side of me and Wales that we never get to share. So I'm really excited for that. But yeah, that's it, man. My stream schedule, I don't know. I've got a lot of sponsored streams I have to do. I'm behind and I have bills to pay. But I am doing, I know you guys will be excited about this. I think I'm going to play Expedition 33. Been very fortunate that I think I'm playing that game. So that'll be fun. I'll only be like 2 hours, but if it's really awesome, I'll end up probably just playing it, continuing it. So that'll be really fun. I'm very excited to play video games. But for now, chat, I'm going to go because I got to go to the bank. They have been calling me. I've had to pay a bill, and today is the last date I can do it. And the bank closes at 3, so I have to go. But thank you guys so much. I appreciate you all. And thank you for making Cyclethon 4 amazing. It is built on you, the viewers. If you guys don't show up and support the way you do, it wouldn't be nearly as good. So genuinely, thank you for being like one of the best fucking communities a streamer could ask for. I feel very lucky. I feel very, very lucky to have a very cool community. So I feel very thankful. So thank you so much. And look forward to the next thing, because I'm going to keep doing stuff. I have no intention of slowing down. It's why I'm here right now. I like doing this. I like subjecting myself to this stuff, because that's when that's when like the memories are made, right? That's when you're the most happy. So I like doing it. I like doing it. So thank you guys so much. But I'm going to raid Mouse. Go and show Mouse some support, obviously. Oh, I can't raid on this one because for some reason I'm not signed into it to Twitch on my OBS. Yeah. It's the right channel, right? Yeah, we got the right channel. Nearly fucked that one up. Alright. Guys, thank you so much. I will be streaming more this week, for sure. There'll be short streams. It'll be short streams for about a week or so, I think, and then we'll get back into normal streams of longer streams and that kind of stuff. So I'm going to take a little bit of a break, but I'll have 1 or 2 sponsored streams coming up this week. Not sure when. I got to look at my calendar, so look out for that. And yeah, I'll see you guys there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for watching Cyclethon 4. It was amazing. I really, 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 really feel so lucky to have been able to bring it to you guys again. And it wouldn't have been possible without all the boys, Chris, Pete, Van Gang, and Mouse, obviously. So yeah. All right. Hopefully I won't cry anymore about this. I cried last night reading comments about it as well. I was like, oh, everyone's so sweet, and it was so happy. So yeah, I'll hopefully you don't have to cry anymore. I appreciate you guys so much. Enjoy Mouse's stream. One final thank you guys to you guys. Appreciate you so much. Have a good one, guys. Have a good one. Bye, guys. Bye. Bye. Oh, I'm still live. I gotta go to this website. Bye, guys. Bye.